you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Check 1 2, check 1 2. All right, let's test the camera over here. Oh hell yeah. How about that angle now? How you like me now? I think this looks really cool, man. I could have done this a while ago. Got a mute. I could have done this a long time ago. I mean, when I grabbed my microphone from the inside the actual computer, I could also grab my webcam, which I got it right here. It actually looks nice because we see the full potential of Squeaky Earth. If I move this to the back, there you go. We can see the French frog chilling over here too. So it's actually breaking the fourth wall a little bit because we got going on over here. We got the laptop right here when I do my show. You know, this is it. This is the big office of Jose where NASA sent me my shield checks. How you doing, Nestle Wipes?
¿Qué tal, Jose?
What's up? Shout out to Kuso, Zebulon, Real Cygnus Dross, Bragg Wegner, Zebulon, Lubo in China, Brainary John Hansen. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Please hit the like under this video, share the show, support. There's a PayPal link and there's a super chat link where you can help the channel continue growing. Shout out to the Squeaky Earth. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but we're gonna still squeak it. So let's do it. Yeah, there's people working there looking at me weird. So I hope you don't hear too much of a background. All right, and shout out to this one frog right here. I got another frog. Look, he's peeping over there. See? Huh? Yeah, it's all destroyed, man. It fairly broke, busted over here, busted. It's missing this leg, it's missing this leg, but it still works. Still a frog. What's up, guys? How you doing? Chike is here, too.
Hello, what's that?
What up? I uploaded 2 videos. One last night, one today.
I think that the second part of the Gary rubber band that was really good.
You enjoyed that? Yeah, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm gonna share those in a minute over here. Now, the one I uploaded today, were you able to digest it, the whole thing, or you didn't even see it?
What was it? Remind me.
Flat Earth Chronicles, the Dimok edition.
Dimok, yeah. How many Dimok videos you had to go through to do it?
It was like 20 minutes of one.
No,
like
you.
20
but,
minutes.
Yeah, but how many videos you had to go through to collect all the data?
One video. I click on one live stream from last night. That happened a few hours ago. I went and said like, oh, Dimok is talking. Let me hit record over here in my OBS. I recorded 20 minutes and that's it. Incredible.
I see. Well,
Incredible.
all I can say, he can do much better, much better.
Yeah, I know he can. That's why I say, you know what, this is kind of more within my, my ball game because it's not crazy swearing and insulting people. So I know he can do a lot better, all kinds of shit. But this was nice because it was him like on and monologuing and shit. I say, oh yeah, this is great to do a few minutes video. But he can do so much crazy. So I'm actually making it look good with that upload that I did today. Do you agree with that?
You didn't make him look more bad that he already looks.
I hear
This
that.
is funny. This is funny. I was on a Bev show 2-3 days ago, and Bev was complaining that there are people that trying to make him look bad. I told him, no one is trying to make you look bad, Bev.
Yeah.
You're doing very well on your own. You don't need anyone making you look bad.
You don't have to do anything. He does it all by himself. Telling you. Shout out to my mom bakes cakes and Charlie Welch. What's up? Feedback from the YouTube for the first few minutes that I usually got my camera on. Is this a better angle? This is a better angle, right? Looks more kind of open and colorful.
I think we will need Gary here because he's the angle expert.
Oh man. He is, man. But this camera is not a tiny camera. We got to go back to Gary with the tiny camera because size matter. So Gary says when talk about camera.
And you know what I noticed now? You have a surface, Jose.
I have a surface?
Yeah, everything have a surface. It's something I didn't notice before.
What do you mean? This?
If you see, no, Gary in his video says everything has a surface.
Oh.
The box has a surface. The airplane's a surface.
Yeah, man, yeah. Shout out to Zebulon 181. We got a $2 super chat. Hell yeah. You see, now the show is not going to be me just doing it for free. I already got him paid. I'll take more than $2, but thank you, Zebulon. He said, Dimok is a poo-poo head. I concur, sir. I concur. Oh, I'm a strange character, man. I'm a strange. I take strange. I'm take weird, strange, but not a mentally ill, crazy out there like Dimok and Mavits and the Babes and the Lemons. Nah, they are way out there, man. I take weird all day long, and strange. I'll take it all day long, man. Real Signals say Bev looks, sounds, smells, feels, and tastes bad all by himself. Shout out to Real Signals. Shout out to Farmer's Boy and Bacon.
Hello.
Hello. What up?
Oh, I know it's nearly the weekend.
Yep.
Yay, nearly made it.
I brought my hat back, rocking it, man.
That hat really suits you. It really does.
I wouldn't like it if it was like, I don't know, like a solid color, maybe brown or gray or
yeah.
Blue or this is cool with the little.
I know where you're coming from, but that still suits you.
No,
I know.
Like
on me, on me it would look fucking ridiculous, but on you it works. I'm not a hat person.
I might be a hat person. I might be.
I do have a hat. I do have a big, ridiculously wide floppy hat if I have to be out in the sun. Where
you coming from?
Uh-oh. Louis on the watch page open over there.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this the tea
And
party?
hello. This is the tea party. Hello
you're-
also to Martin and Glover Mom and Jomongus. Hello.
And you're the Mad Hatter.
And the hat guy. Hey, yeah. Happy New Year! Oh, it's not New Year. It's just a hat. It's a Puerto Rican flag. So. But it's okay. Every time I put my hat on, I think a Happy New Year, just because. I created a poll. We only have 26 votes. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer till we get more votes. It's looking good. And the point of the poll is, and I quote, Earth is, and we got 4 options about what Earth could be. A planet, flat, La La Land, or squeaky. Please vote. What do you think Earth is? We'll get the result in a few more minutes.
How long until a flat earther points out that planet sounds like plane?
I say
already
that's
been
in
done.
day one. In day one, I say planet. Oh, that's plane. A plane T. So we got a plane, and the T stands for terrain. So that's a planet. I can call Earth a planet, and that means it's a flat plane, with terrain.
It's creative. I'll
Because you
give you
get that
that.
with you get that with aeroplane, because it's got the word plane in it. That must mean they're flying over a flat surface.
Yeah.
Heard that one more times than I care to remember.
Indeed. Yeah, they like doing that. All right, let me share my screen because I got a couple things to share. I mean, it's kind of just my new uploads, but I just wanna annoy people with Demon talking for like 7 minutes.
Oh God! Please don't do it again.
But you know what? It is digestible because the music makes it cool.
Yes,
I think
this
that
is true.
helped a lot.
Yes.
It did. So, and then we'll break it down a little bit. So I'm gonna mute my camera. I'm gonna share the screen for the audience. I'll be right back.
Hopefully, this wine will make it a bit more bearable.
This isn't it. To begin, I have. So please click my screen share. All right, there's a few people with just one extra. This myself and a few watching. Right. This is something that I found. Don't be scared that it's 7 minutes and 8 seconds. We're just gonna watch a few seconds of this video. This video is old by Flat Earth Head. It is from 2017.
Blimey.
2017, and this is the level of I don't know, the level of acceptance, the level of proof and evidence that the flat earthers need. This is a really good example, and this guy will, so he say, debunk soundly. I'll be right back. Just give me a minute.
That's incoming.
All right, are you guys ready for this guy to debunk soundly the Pontchartrain Bridge? The title of this is Best Debunk Ever, Soundly Debunking Curbed Water in NOLA. I don't know what that means.
That's a promise. This is the best ever.
How about that?
It's not setting the bar very high, is it?
Yes, that will say a lot.
Let's see it. Come
Well,
on
you-
then.
You're gonna be surprised. Let's hear from Flat Earth Head.
Our buddy Josh had a lot to do with it. But here's my question for you. Have you been trying to convince your friends the earth is flat? Have you been trying to convince family, colleagues, neighbors? And suddenly they're hit with the Soundly effect. That's right, these fake videos taken out on Lake Pontchartrain Causeway showing a curve. I mean, it's a curve. You see a curve. I see a curve. Your buddy sees a curve when they see the video. So sure, they're done. Earth's not flat. It's curved. Well, you know what I say to that? Ha! That's what I say to them.
That's it. Yeah, that's his debunk.
Well, I'm convinced. I mean, I've never seen such a thoroughly researched, scientifically represented debunk of anything to normal. Oh shit! No, I'm going to minute. Sorry, I was watching something
Yeah,
else.
I'm gonna play again his debunk. Here we go.
You know what I say to that? Ha! That's what.
That's it. Yeah, that's what he said about that. Ha! Debunked. Thank you very much. Shout out to Flatterhead.
This
How you like
is a new definition of the word debunk that I've yet to encounter.
How about that? Feedback, guys. About that debunk.
Well, does this guy have some kind of newsletter or something? And where do I subscribe?
Wasn't that great?
I could say it was strangely compelling, but I'll be lying.
I know. I hope people appreciated that in the YouTube land. To the Pontchartrain Bridge being curved, he say, "Ha!" That's all he has to say about that. Is he stupid or something? Well, stupid is as stupid does.
Did you say the videos were fake?
Yes.
No, he said, ha.
Yeah, he say, "Ha!"
Yeah, he did.
There you go.
He did at the end, yeah. He said, "Ha," which is obviously all you need. So when we're presented with any excuse for the flat Earth, I can say, "I'm sorry, my good man. I can debunk that." Ha!
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes, sir, indeed. Now I want to officially welcome to everybody that is listening. That is not a planet Earther, globe Earther, and have a different opinion. Well, today's show, Earth is not a globe. You say, well, how does it work then? Bring it on. Come on over, join us, and tell us how does it work if Earth is not a globe. I don't want to hear you telling me how Earth is not a globe. You already passed that. You already think that Earth is not a globe, right? Well, how does it work? That's what I want to hear from you. Join us in the Discord server daily. Boom.
That would, yeah, that'd be good.
Right.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, it's first time for everything.
And I need a perspective expert to help me with the math. I don't know, maybe I did an error. So I need some help from flat earther and perspective expert.
Nice.
Well, Flatzoid is one. I don't know if he's online, if he's listening.
A perspective expert.
Call him say Flatzoid perspective. Very simple questions. I'm not going to ask for really, something
Let's say
to.
perspective expert.
Yeah,
No, I'll tell you why. Because every time we tell them, you see the job, we say, did you account for angular size change? Well, I need someone who knows to account for angular size change. That's all.
Yeah, I was just going to say, can you say that 5 times fast? Perspective expert. Sounds like a tongue twister.
Just say Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Yeah, perhaps Brian Mabbott, Lemonbird can tell us how it works, Gary Waibenga, and everybody else. You guys listening, lurking in the background. Probably 10 people typing in the chat box, and then there are another 10 flat earthers just watching from the side view. Jump in the chat box, man. If you are new here, make sure you're subscribed, that you can type in the chat box. You got to be subscribed for like 5 minutes, and then hang out in the chat box, and I give you a range so you can freely express your views and your opinions, and join us in the Discord server. Are we ready to watch some Gary's Angles Pros rubber band bonus?
Yeah.
This video is 1 minute and 24 seconds. So if you are not watching it, click on my screen share now on Discord, and here we go.
Okay, why we have is an angle from here. Angle angles matter. Angle over here. The angle. All these angles matter. All angles. Well, that would be like angle horizon.
Isn't this great?
Bang! Ting tang 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 tang.
I love it.
I name that tune in 10.
Yeah, this is great, man. Fantastic. Compelling stuff, man. He gets better as the video goes on, as the bonus goes on.
Now, I thought that was going to turn into the dueling banjos. Those first few notes are straight out of the dueling banjos, but no. Oh, that was attitude.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, now we've got the jazzy cello beat. This is like listening to jazz music.
Tuning in his instrument.
Okay. What?
Shout out to Gary, man. What do you guys think about that?
2. That's brilliant. That made I laugh.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Nestle, you seen that? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I actually studied sonic art in university, so that's kind of up there with with what a lot of students in my course were coming up with, you know.
Good. Bacon
yeah.
is not here too often. He's kind of one of the newest guys in this server. That is good stuff, right? Compelling. Gary's angles and rubber band sounds.
I wasn't watching the live stream.
You wasn't watching?
No, I was just listening because I'm working.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. You want to play that again? I can take a look at it.
Take a look at it. Join my stream and take a look at it. It's a short 1 minute,
Right.
24
That's fine.
seconds. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
ready.
gonna put the closed captions. There you go. Here we go.
Okay. Why? We have is an angle from here. Angles matter. Angle over here. The angle. All these angles matter. All angles. Well, that would be like angle horizon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the angles matter.
Here we go. This is the bonus. Who is Gary? Well, Gary is the person that talk about angles and does music with rubber bands. He was trying. He wanted to get there. But never quite got it.
Not quite.
He's testing different microphones for the sound, different angles for the microphone to make different sounds.
Hi, welcome to Jazz Club. Great.
Oh man, that's some good shit, man. Appreciate it. What do you think now, Bacon? Your feedback, man.
I think that angles matter.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what I say. Thank you to KMC, Justin Franks, Ortiz Alive, Andy, Not Flat, and everybody else in YouTube land. Thank you for coming in. Doofus Manfred, Glover Mom. Boom. All right.
Angle lives matter.
Now that I got your attention, are we ready for some random quotes, phrases, and nonsense?
Have we got to take our teeth out first or something?
Maybe. All right. I don't have the. Dude, I should share the thumbnail, man. Let me share the thumbnail very quickly over here.
Yeah.
Because the thumbnail actually, I'm happy with it. What's the name of this? I don't know much about artists, but this is a. Okay, so now we are going to observe. Fuck, I faked it. There's Dimog in the house. Dimog will talk to us about science. I say that. And this is the Flat Earth Chronicles Dimog edition. Here we go. Pause it. Tell me to pause or stop anytime you want. This is slightly longer than the previous one. Here we go.
Side view of a globe looks like blank. What kind of super telescope would I need to see stars at 120,000 feet? A globe doesn't exist. You could never get a side view. Like if you look at the front of the mountain and it's got a face on it, and I look at the side and I don't see the face, but you do, I see the side view of the mountain, you see the front view. What was on there for perspective for you to see from a side view is like you're a big guy looking at a globe to see how the stuff tilts away from certain things, or the, you know what I mean, the 33-degree tilt. The objects have to tilt from each other around the ball or else you don't have a ball. Yeah, 33 degrees. One of them has to be at that at least. There's only 1 point, 2 points on the ball. 3 points, 4 points that can actually be 90 degrees. And that would be if you're standing on the top point, the bottom point, the left or the right. You can't see no one eye to eye on a globe. You can't look no one eye to eye on a globe, Captain. They're letting you know we see eye to eye, which doesn't exist on a globe.
I like that one.
So 1 mile.
That we don't see eye to eye because that doesn't exist on the globe. We cannot see eye to eye because that doesn't happen on the globe. How about that? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is quite ironic. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that one.
Globe. So 1 mile. So 1 mile, you should not be able to look at a person's fucking eyeballs straight ahead at them. You should only be able to see nothing of them. Not at all. They should be tilted away. Once you drop and drop and drop, then you got to drop and go backwards into yourself. You see what I'm saying? Any ball you can put your marks on, you're good to go, right? It's to scale. Any ball I could put 12 marks on, I could declare each mark 2,000 miles. Splice, divide, minus, times, no big deal. Every 360-degree ball becomes 24,901, 39.59 you need. Did you even know what a side view object would look like on a ball? At what distance from the observer would the boat be tilting? At the first mile, it's 8 inches. The second mile is more than 8 inches. The third mile is more than 3 or 4 8 inches.
The first mile is 8 inches. The second mile is another 8 inches. The third and fourth mile is 8. I don't know, bro. It's just so cool. I love it.
I peaked too soon.
I gotta listen to that again. I gotta listen to this one again. Hold on.
At the first mile, it's 8 inches. The second mile is more than 8 inches. The third mile is more than 3 or 4 8 inches.
3 or 4 8 inches.
Yeah. You gotta love this.
Yeah.
The whole mile that exists is going to be a dropping mile. A 69 degree for 1 fucking miles for 1 degree is a flat line or a diagonal line. You have to have an exponential degree of a tilting diagonal object on a ball, or else you do not have one. You can see half the mountain, but you see a face on the mountain and you see the eyeballs of the mountain. That means that you are not on a globe. That's impossible. The turning degree of radius has to match, the tilt has to match the drop. That's how physics work.
There you go.
What about when you go up and okay, say you're in Hawaii, you go up on the globe. I'm in Texas, but we look down and we're both in the center. We take a look. We're all in the center of the globe. How does that mathematically even make sense? You're a little ant looking off that ball in an airplane, looking down and forward diagonally through the bottom of your plane or looking forward. You should see stars, the pool table. Therefore, you can never see the fucking stars. You have to see the stars at a 33-degree tilt diagonally down forward. You should see space and stars past the curve of this planet.
Science.
So look forward, straight forward at a 0-point tilt. Then tilt your eyeballs down diagonal at 33 degrees. For you to ever have a curve at 6 foot ahead of you where you can meet it and say, look, there's the curve. I'm getting closer to it. Now I'm passing it up. You never can get close to it and you can never pass it up. You put me on as a dot on the cue ball and mark it blue, then mark the other guy red and the other guy green and keep moving the green and red dots. You understand? You understand? No one's done this ball perspective ever.
No.
Yeah, all footage I've looked at, whether you go up from Mexico, China, America, Brazil, when you go up, you're a little dot, and the whole world is China. The whole world is a little city you just popped up from, or the state. The whole world is Mexico. The whole image, like, then blackness. So it's Mexico, then blackness. That's the whole globe, Mexico.
This is definitely not Mexico.
So the globe is only as big as the portion of Mexico's bottom?
Try to understand him.
So what else exists on this globe other than Mexico on one whole side?
It's impossible.
That's
Mexico must be pretty big.
It's on and on with Mexico.
That's a big Mexico. That's a big ass Mexico.
Damn.
I'll give you the footage if you don't believe me.
The whole world is
Give you the footage
China
if you
or
don't
Mexico?
believe him. Shake. Go ahead. Sorry, Jenny.
Well, the whole world is China or Mexico. He needs to make up his mind.
It's both.
It's both, but I think Mexico won in this one. He mentioned Mexico like 10 times. But he showed you the video if you don't believe him.
Go. I'll give you the footage if you don't believe me.
Give you the footage if you don't believe him.
I'll match you lab for lab. What are we looking for in a lab? So what lab did you have going on that how can you have a lab that works more than reality outside? You don't separate the air from the air you need to have to do the demonstration. You don't separate the light, which is the sun source, to demonstrate the sun. You would use the sun. You go outside and say, there's the fucking sun. It's going to do what the sun does. Show me the ass of the rocket, which is a fucking white nothing, or clouds, which are white nothing. Multiple videos on YouTube.
White nothing.
Flying dicks from the 600.
Last quote.
With the actual distance of the actual thing.
Hold on.
The actual brightness of the flying dicks from the 600.
What?
With the actual distance from the 600.
What is he saying?
600s.
Flying dicks from the 600.
What does that even mean?
Distance of the actual thing, and the actual brightness of the actual medium that you actually live in. How can you in a lab demonstrate a globe?
Is it in a lab or a bucket?
Shout out to that last quote from, I think it was Ed. Shout out to Ed Frizz.
I think we all feel much, much more intelligent now that we've listened to that.
The curve must match the tilt. That's what made me come in here. The curves must match the tilt. What I mean? Well, what? Hey, what? Eh? What? What's he trying to get?
A very interesting moment is when he's trying to. He says something like 1 mile you cannot see. Just after that, he says you can only see, and then he realizes he has to give a figure. And he's like, oh no, I must stay in character. I'm a flat earther. I must give no measurement, no figures, nothing. But there's that pause in which he realizes he must shut up.
It's funny. I suffered for about, I don't know, it was like a solid hour since when I put the video together, listening to him just babble.
It's harder to understand without the swearing. That's a weird conundrum.
Yes, it is. I know. So I was happy that I was able to record a clip of him that there was no much swearing involved. So that was good.
How'd you get more than 5 seconds without swearing?
How did you torture yourself editing this video, Jose? Can't fathom that.
Oh, Jose's a masochist, didn't you know?
Yeah.
You'd have to be.
I just felt like yesterday. I said I want to edit. Because after I put up the little clip with the angle with the Gary. I found it funny. I said I want to do another video. Let me see what I find. And I opened the program to edit videos. I said like I don't know what to get. Let me just put this show in the background to listen to while I find something. And it was D-Mock talking live. So I said, you know what? That's it. D-Mock, just random phrases and random quotes. It just came to my mind, yeah.
It's like the joke they make to fight the Germans, right? No one knew the whole text, the only part of it, because it was beyond what
Python one.
Huh?
The Monty Python one.
Yeah,
right?
I think it was Monty Python. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't understand any of what he says, to be fair. None of it.
Well, that's okay. Neither does he.
So that's all right then. It makes me feel a bit better.
I think if there was a machine, you could connect people's minds and you let people into D-Mock to get in D-Mock minds to see how he thinks. Anyone that would be there more than a few milliseconds is dead.
No, the computer would just say syntax error.
Hey, Farmer's Boy, you'll remember this place. What's that place in the New Forest that broke the Enigma code during World War II? You know what I'm talking about.
The New Forest? Are you on about Bletchley Park?
Yeah, isn't it in Bletchley Park? Was it not?
Bletchley Park isn't in the New Forest. It's
isn't it?
Just, Milton Keynes.
Just
down the road from me. Yeah, Bletchley Park.
Oh, I thought I've got into my head. Was it? So anyway, they need to open that place off and then send all of D-Mock's stuff to see if they can decode it.
I think Ultra would struggle to decipher the sheer garbage it comes out of that guy's mouth.
I just want to let you guys know, watching my screen share and watching on YouTube, what you are watching right now is a compilation of some of D-Mock's drawings.
Yes,
a compilation of D-Mock's drawings and demonstrations. So this is not just a random stuff. It's D-Mock's. It's what's in D-Mock's mind.
I thought I recognised the style. Yeah,
scribblings.
Yes.
Was it
scribblings of a madman?
Was it just me, or did he mention something about flying dicks from the 600s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any guess what that is at all? Any idea?
Flying dicks.
Dicks from the 600s.
Just as it sounds, man.
I mean, we all know what dicks are, but where did from the 600s? Where did that come from? What?
Yeah, we all know what dicks are. They're private investigators.
Yeah, but
surely that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's just a reunion of Roberts, a reunion of everybody called Robert. A bunch of dicks.
And
600 is the road down there, the road next to the 500.
What, the
A bunch of
600?
pics from the 600, yeah. So that's the reunion of the Roberts in the neighborhood of down there.
Oh, look, new neighbour's just moved in. I wonder what his name is. Well, it's Robert, isn't it?
Oh no, it's not Robert.
Oh,
Wait, Robert is not big, right? What
Richard.
Richard,
Yeah,
Richard, yeah.
Richard,
There you
yeah,
go,
that's
Richard,
it.
that's it.
Not Robert.
You say
That's Robert.
reunion.
That's Bob, isn't it? Robert's Bob.
Richard
Yeah.
III.
The
Richard
yearly
III.
reunion of the Richards down there in the 2 blocks away. That's the 600 road.
Nobody ever in the history of names wants to be called Richard Head,
No.
but they're out there. They do exist.
So the only thing in those pictures that I recognise is the mustard bowl. So anybody know what that was about?
I don't know. I thought those were the most important pictures to include in that GIF.
What, the fake mustard?
I wish I had context for what those drawings were from. I just scrolled through a bunch of. I just searched Demok in pictures and looked for the drawings that he had uploaded.
I think it's a good point when flat earthers come in moving forward and they want us or they want any globe earther, any normal person to demonstrate something. We need to figure out what do they mean, what would they accept as a demonstration, right? And then maybe giving maybe just make them demonstrate something on their own. Can you demonstrate something, anything, any simple thing, the most simple thing that comes to your mind? Demonstrate it to us first, so we get an idea on what do you want as demonstration. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah.
Are they able to demonstrate anything via internet, Discord, and YouTube? I'm not sure. I don't think they can. I mean, I'm going to follow their same level of incredulity, whatever they try to show me. So I don't know. Good luck with that. I just want to challenge anybody that would want to join in and demonstrate anything over here on Discord. Go ahead.
I looked up. It said something about exponential degree. And I looked it up, and the only thing I can find is exponential degree distribution in complex networks. And I don't think that's what he was, what he meant.
He just thought of a word and then plucked it out of his arse and then hoped it sounded good.
String it to another.
yeah, attached it to a couple of other words to see if it kind of made some sense in his head somehow. I don't know how.
Shout out to Robert Gills. He had a coworker named Richard Head.
Oh,
Richard Head.
I told you they were out there. The parents just didn't think it through, did they?
They call
Or
him
possibly
Dickhead.
they did actually think it
Out
through
of
and thought,
love.
we'll call him Richard because nobody will call him Dick.
No, they call him name and last name, Dickhead, out of love, for respect.
I do remember a Richard Head when I worked for a bank, a customer. The stranger's name was actually a surname by the name of Go to Bed. That is a real name, trust me.
I've seen that one before.
Yeah, Go to Bed, and it took my absolute willpower not to laugh on the phone.
Yeah.
He must have known I was smiling my head off because you could tell when somebody's smiling when they're talking. You can tell. He must have known.
You can hear it. You can hear the smile.
You can. Yeah, absolutely can. Yeah.
I wanted to do an exercise and find stuff, flat Earth stuff from the early times, as not for the 1800s. No, I'm talking about the modern early times, like the 2015, 16, 17. That's why I brought that little, clip of Debunking Soundly from the 2017. But what I found as I was looking for that, I found this. And this is concave convex Earth stupidity. Water surfaces are curved and flow uphill. LOL. And this is from what's the year? 2015, January of 2015. This is right in the peak of 2015. Like some of the earliest videos that I can ever find. You guys seen videos this old about the flat Earth? Maybe, I mean, they are tricky to find. They exist. They are out there. You can find them. Now, the what's the beauty about this video is that when I heard a segment like maybe a minute or two, and when we hear this, you're gonna be surprised that it's pretty much the same thing that is been spoken about today. Nowadays, it's the same thing. Nothing has changed.
No, there are no new arguments,
whatsoever.
are there?
Nothing.
It's all the same old shit, just keeps getting recycled.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I find it saddening. It's sad. Should we listen for a little bit and see what?
Yeah, go on then. Let's go back in time.
Yeah, I got a 1.25 speed, so end up a little faster. And please stop me at any point. Here we go.
Astronomers say the magical magnetism of gravity is what keeps all the oceans of the world stuck to the ball Earth.
There we go. First of all, the magical. That was 10 seconds in. And he called gravity magical.
And magnetic.
Yeah, how about that? I'm gonna say I have to be the begin. And then what was his answer? What was his answer? He laughed, right? I mean, like nothing has changed.
No,
Isn't that funny?
Didn't he say magnetism?
Yeah,
I think he did. Yeah.
He called it what was it? The magical magnetism of gravity or something.
Ah, right.
I'm
So
gonna-
first strawman. Let's count them.
Let me play the first 10 seconds first, and I'm gonna pause it. And if you guys, can
So
catch the whole
Chike,
board.
you're the official strawman counter. So you can count the strawman.
All right. I'm gonna play the first 11 seconds, and I'm gonna pause.
Astronomers say the magical magnetism of gravity is what keeps all the oceans of the world stuck to the ball Earth.
There you go.
Such a false laugh as well, wasn't it?
That's funny.
They say that because the Earth is so massive, by virtue of this mass, it creates a magic force able to hold people, oceans, and atmosphere tightly clung to the underside of the spinning ball. Unfortunately, however, they cannot provide any practical example of this on a scale smaller than their planet. For example,
How about that?
Yeah. Second strawman.
Yeah,
on the side of the magic ball.
Yeah, it's classical, isn't it? Demonstrate a planet on a planet. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I do like how he says
example, a spinning.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Say what you got.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say I do like how he says "force." Is this guy from New York or something?
Force.
New York.
Force. Coffee.
All right, here we go.
Any practical example of this on a scale smaller than their planet. For example, a spinning wet tennis ball has the exact opposite effect of the supposed ball Earth.
Hold on, Chike.
I don't know what he's talking about.
How about we
Tennis
spin
ball.
a
They
tennis
want a
ball?
demonstration of water clinging to the ball.
What effect?
Let's spin a tennis ball once per day and see if the water flies off of it.
Yeah, that's the old one, isn't it? It's an old one.
Spin
Yeah, I
the
remember.
ball as fast as you want. It will fall to the big spinning ball it's sitting on.
I've literally seen one flat earther put a stick of tennis ball at the end of a drill, wet it, and then send it spinning. Look, the water's spinning off. You know. Oh god.
And look where it goes.
Yeah, on the ground.
It falls right onto that big spinning ball you're standing on.
Right.
No. I want the rock ball, dip it in water, and spin it all you like. It will stay wet.
Shout out to the wet tennis ball. Here we go.
Any water poured over it simply falls off the sides, and giving it a spin results in water flying off 360 degrees like a dog shaking after a bath. Astronomers concede the wet tennis ball example displays the opposite effect of their supposed ball Earth, but claim that at some unknown mass, the magic adhesive properties of gravity suddenly kick in, allowing the spinning wet tennis ball Earth to keep every drop of gravitized water stuck to the surface. Again.
That's absurd. Absurd.
Gravitized water.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Where can I buy that?
I want a glass of that.
This guy is
Is that even a word? Is gravitized even a word? I mean, what is that?
It is now.
Yeah.
He's great, man.
Only in the Urban Dictionary, I think.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, Blue, what's up? Blue, check out my screen share. You're going to enjoy this, man.
Yeah, man.
This is
We're
from January of 2015. Go ahead, Blue.
Yeah, who was this?
January in 2015, Daniel Aram.
Oh.
Not even in the picture anymore.
Never heard of him.
It's just as an exercise, the same things that he speak over here. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I have heard this. I have heard this as for yesterday or last week. It's the same thing.
Yeah, we're going to have to introduce a couple of new types of reference frames. One we call the intelligent reference frame, and the other one is the non-intelligent reference frame. Guess which one this guy's in?
Oh, I know.
Let's see what he got to say. Next quote or next whatever he has to say.
Earth to keep every drop of gravitized water stuck to the surface. Again, their theory flies in the face of all practical evidence, but they have been running with it for 500 years, so why stop now?
There you go. 500 years, Shaik. That it?
I don't know. I don't know about any experiment on Earth that showed the water flying up, not down. No. Don't know what the problem is. Gravitized water always fall down.
He's one of the smartest guys that I heard in a long time. Magical gravitized. Here we go.
If the Earth were a globe rolling and dashing through space at the rate of 100 miles in 5 seconds of time, the waters of seas and oceans could not, by any known law, be kept on its surface. The assertion that they could be retained under these circumstances being an outrage upon human understanding and credibility. But as their
What?
Play that back again.
Yeah, I got it because that rockets something.
and dashing through space at the rate is. So while their theory flies in the face of all practical evidence, but they have been running with it for 500 years, so why stop now? If the Earth were a globe rolling and dashing through space at the rate of 100 miles in 5 seconds of time, the waters of seas and oceans could not, by any known law, be kept on its surface. The assertion that they could be retained under these circumstances being an outrage upon human understanding and credibility. But as the Earth, that is, the habitable world of dry land, is found to be standing out of the water and in the water of the mighty deep, whose circumferential boundary is ice, we may throw the statement back into the teeth of those who make it.
He's going on.
He's reading from a script. He's reading somebody else's script.
Yeah, he's definitely reading script for sure.
Because he wasn't too familiar with the circumferential. He's obviously referring to the ice wall. He's not
rolling and dashing.
Yeah, 100 miles every.
I got to say.
100 miles every 5 seconds, and he got confused over that.
Is that wrong? I don't know.
I think he glanced at it and thought the number doesn't seem big enough.
Yeah, because there was a definite pause as he was reading it, wasn't there? Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's 20 miles a second. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, sorry.
The mighty deep. Shout out to the mighty deep.
It's the mighty deep.
Whose circumferential boundary is ice. We may throw the statement back into the teeth of those who make it and flaunt before their faces the flag of reason and common sense, inscribed with the proof that the Earth is not a globe. In one portion of its long route, the great river Nile flows for 1,000 miles with a fall of only 1 foot. This is a feat which, of course, would be a sheer impossibility if the Earth had spherical curvature.
This is the rivers flow up or down or whatever he's gonna go to, I guess.
Yes.
Right?
North is up, south is down, all that old bollocks.
I think that's where he's going.
Many other rivers, including the Congo in West Africa, the Amazon in South America, and the Mississippi in North America, all flow for thousands of miles in directions totally incompatible with the supposed globular Earth. Rivers run down to the sea because of the
What?
Uncompatible. That's not even a real word.
That's impossible.
Yeah, did he say I'm glad you said uncompatible. That's what I thought I heard, and I thought no, I couldn't have said that surely. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think
uncompatible.
What does Vizzini says all the time? I don't remember.
Uncompatible.
Uncompatible. Yeah.
Is that like dispossible?
Dispossible.
Well, that's like your boy out
dispossible.
the Simpsons and impossible.
Yeah, it's
I got an F.
impossible.
That's impossible.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, I remember. Inconceivable.
Or is that unconceivable?
Yes. You keep using
right.
that word.
To everybody watching, there's a poll on the YouTube chat box. We got a lot of votes. Please vote because this is a very close race. The poll says the Earth is, and we got 4 options. Choose the better option that you think the Earth is, and please vote. We're gonna wrap it up in 15 or 20 minutes. The poll at least.
Which channel is it polling?
The
in the
YouTube chat box.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna post the YouTube chat box link in the Discord. There you go. Okay, let's hear you.
the supposed globular Earth. Rivers run down to the sea because of the inclination of their beds, rising at an altitude above sea level, in some cases thousands of feet above the sea. They follow the easiest route to their level, the sea. The Parana and Paraguay in South America are navigable for over 2,000 miles, and their waters run the same way until they find their level of stability where the sea tides begin.
Woo! That was a mouthful. Shout out to John Watson with a £5 super chat. Thank you, John Watson. I appreciate that. When I roll up in a bowl, I end up at Farmer's house. Thank you very much, John Watson. Farmers. You haven't telling me that, man. You've been saving it for yourself.
Damn it, John. You weren't supposed to say anything. Fuck's sake. Now they know.
Did he say the Parana?
Everybody do as John Watson did and give me money via Super Chat or PayPal. I appreciate that. Hit the like. Share the show. Sorry, Blue, what was that?
Yeah, hit Jose up, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Did he say the piranha in South America? I thought that was a fish.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, piranha is one of the
Is that
Amazonian
a river too?
fish.
Huh. Okay.
It's a river.
All right.
The river too. Okay.
Yep.
The sea. The Parana and Paraguay in South America are navigable for over 2,000 miles, and their waters run the same way until they find their level of stability where the sea tides begin. But if the world were a globe, the Amazon in South America that flows always in an easterly direction would sometimes be running uphill and sometimes down, according to the movement of the globe. Then the...
There you go. That's the strawman right there. Shaik, a strawman or not?
I wouldn't call it a strawman. I call it idiocy. Someone doesn't understand it. And I think we included it before that there is no up or down, so can count it twice.
begin. But if the world were a globe, the Amazon in South America that flows always in an easterly direction would sometimes be running uphill and sometimes down, according to the movement of the globe. Then the Congo in West Africa that always pursues a westerly course to the sea would in the same manner be running alternately up and down. When that point of the globe exactly between them was up, they would both be running up, although in opposite directions, and when the globe took half a turn, they would be running down. We know from practical experiment that water will find its level and cannot by any possibility remain other than level or flat or horizontal.
There you go. Level and flat and horizontal since 2015. Just defining it wrong when talking about the surface of the Earth. Your thoughts, guys.
Yeah, and water.
This is Bev. Is this Bev Dad? Hold on, Chike. Is this Bev Dad talking over there? Because this guy just created Bev with that one statement that he just did. Hold on, let me hear that statement again.
And cannot by any possibility remain other than level or flat or horizontal.
There you go.
Level or flat or horizontal.
This was 7 years ago?
So it can be flat but not level or horizontal?
Yeah, apparently.
In 7 years, they're exactly the same place today. This could be made yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly what I'm saying now. When he say it could only be level or flat or horizontal. So any word that you use is the same. To him, those three words mean flat earth. That's what's going on.
No, you're speculating, Jose. He said level or flat or horizontal. That means
Yeah,
that
but he
level
said
may not
before.
be flat or horizontal may
No,
not be
no.
level.
He
Yeah.
say it has to be. Let's listen what he has to say.
One of three.
Took half a turn.
No, it's not one of the three. It's you can call it anywhere you want to call it. Any of the three words is the same. It's flat earth to him. Listen to it. Listen to him carefully.
They would be running down. We know from practical experiment that water will find its level and cannot by any possibility remain other than level or flat or horizontal. Whatever term may be used to express the idea, it is level or flat or horizontal.
Listen.
Whatever term may be used to express the idea, it is therefore quite out of the range of possibility that rivers could do as they would have to do on a globe.
Okay, got it.
I think if you said level or flat or horizontal,
yeah,
that's really different things.
Yeah, because he said or in between.
In reality, there are three different things, but to him, they are the same thing. That's what
You're
I'm
guessing. You're guessing.
I think he probably does mean they're the same thing, but I think he basically he's misspoken. He's put in or between each word. But I get.
I yet to know where this level that water find itself is there a water level where you find water and you don't find it above this level or below this level? What's this nonsense?
Yeah, I think he's reading directly from one of Dubai's books, the one he stole from Robotham. Probably.
I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of up there with Stephen Hawking's TED Talk on Question the Universe in 2020. This is up there.
The best ever, right?
Stephen Hawkins did better when he guest appeared on the Pink Floyd track. This is just.
We got to finish this up, man.
Whoever heard of a river in any part of its course flowing uphill? Yet this would require to do if the earth were a globe. Rivers like the Mississippi, which flow from north southwards towards the equator, would need, according to modern astronomic theory, to run upwards, as the earth, as the equator is said to bulge out considerably more, or in other words, is higher than at any other part. Thus, the Mississippi, in its immense course of over 3,000 miles, would have to ascend 11 miles before it reached the Gulf of Mexico.
Did he say astronomic? He's making up word. I'm sure he said astronomic.
Yeah, I think he did.
Maybe he meant astronomic.
He's clearly having trouble reading what's written down in front of him. And you can hear, because when people aren't used to reading stuff out loud, you can hear when he's got to like
speech impediment,
the end of the line, and you have to go back and start reading the next line down. You can hear that an awful lot. He's not used to reading things, is he? Not out loud. Bless his heart.
Astronomic theory.
Yeah, I'm sure he said astronomic.
Yeah.
Let me go 10 seconds back and see if we can.
More, or in other words, is higher than at any other part. Thus, the Mississippi, in its immense course of over 3,000 miles, would have to ascend 11 miles before it reached the Gulf of Mexico. There are rivers which flow east, west, north, and south. That is, rivers are flowing in all directions over the Earth's surface. And at the same time now, if the Earth were a globe, some of these rivers would be flowing uphill and others down, taking it for a fact that there is really an up and a down in nature, whatever form she assumes. But since rivers do not flow uphill, and the globular theory requires that they should, it is a proof that the Earth is not a globe.
I think there was a strawman there about the river that has to flow 11 miles up, something?
Up or down, yeah.
Yeah, that word globular as well. Globular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
about
signing
it.
out
This
from
guy.
this. I can't listen to this shit anymore. Like, here we go.
It is hard going, isn't it?
I hate to break it to him, but the Mississippi River goes into the Gulf of Mexico at a latitude of about 30 goddamn degrees. You're not to the equator, dipshit.
Yeah. Flat Earth clips. What would this be, man? I'm just curious. Sort of curious. This is
No
so
way.
Thing. Oh, what the fuck?
It's Dumb and Dumber, isn't it, that movie?
I'm having a bit of a problem with
This is just random, you know,
Matthew chapter
one of those
4,
propaganda
verse 8.
videos.
Just the right distance from the sun for life to flourish.
Propaganda videos.
To this model. Once per year. Here the sun represents the orbit of the
Propaganda bullshit.
Here we see the Bhagavatam's model
this is actually
for the
good.
sun.
This is what used to happen in early 2015, 16, 17. This is what people was. People at least was attempting to
Ecliptic.
do something.
Another
It was
plate
bullshit,
called the
but
Vet.
they don't even want to
Here
attempt to
comes
do this
model
anymore, Blue,
of
huh?
the orbits of the sun, moon, and
They're
planet.
afraid to show this stuff, models.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've backed away from that completely.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
You
something
notice
they
how
changed. They
how
got
he
to-
said that the Earth was exactly the right distance away from the sun for Earth to evolve on it. For life to evolve on it. For,
Yeah,
yeah,
where do you
and in-
expect to find himself, huh?
yeah.
They seem disappointed by that. I'm delighted myself. I think it's damned handy that it's exactly the right distance away.
Yep.
We're all glad to be in the Goldilocks zone.
Yes, we are.
Dude, I like this. I like this. Look what kind of magical movement some of these are doing to create the shadows and the, to create
No,
the light and the shade.
This was about the time that Cool Hard Logic was starting his debunking career, wasn't it?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. Look at what he had to work with. No wonder they were so good.
All kinds of magical effects.
Oh,
Well,
good,
it's
yeah.
the reason why they stopped claiming that to have any kind of model, because anyone they pick is so easily destroyed. It's
Yeah.
it's pointless to try.
Yeah.
Any of them. Isn't there some? Yeah, this guy, he disappeared. He just did a bunch of videos like 7 years ago, and that's it. This all is over here. A lot of propaganda videos. And then there were some parroting, just very debate videos and stuff. Like the one that we just heard, it was pretty much scripted by Eric Dubay.
Yeah, that sounded like Dubai.
Yeah.
It didn't it?
Flat proof. We're gonna look at this one and then we're gonna move on. I like the sound of this. Oh, yes, beauty.
It's all words anyway.
Yeah, no adjusting for the air curvature when lane, telegraph poles, train tracks, roads, bridges, canals. Yeah, and then when you mentioned all I can think is about the sun. Why doesn't the sun look really big when it's close and really small when it's far? That's all I need to see when they claim perspective for the.
I'll say you removed the only part that was good about the video. I loved watching these old videos about flat Earth because they are relaxing to watch, whether it's because it's a cool and relaxed speech or the music. Today's one are too aggressive and cursing everywhere. Now, and you just removed the only component that made it bearable to watch.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get copyright claim for the music probably.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, I'll see it on my side.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like free, copyright free stock music. I don't know.
Sorry,
And isn't it?
I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And isn't it strange in most cases the vanishing point usually ends up above the horizon? Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody on YouTube land, man. Been a fun fun one so far. 51 people watching. Hell yeah, 35 likes. We can do a little bit better, so hit that like. We'll leave this in the background if you guys see something that catch your attention, holler. Lemon will love this video.
I don't see anything that hasn't been addressed a dozen times.
I know. They still talking about this like it hasn't been addressed, Bob. Same thing.
Well, no, it's been addressed. They just don't learn anything.
I mean, it
Yeah.
is a
This is from
7-year-old
2015.
video.
This is from 2015, Bob.
Well, Dr. Bob, have you ever seen anything that hasn't been addressed a dozen times before or 100 times before?
Nope.
There you go.
Do they count for mountains when they put telegraph lines?
No, they just go straight through the mountains.
Right. No, I mean,
I like how
they
this
don't.
video is just. I like how this is just claims in there with no evidence or proof. They just say that.
Yeah, it's just sound bites. Well, text bites.
Yeah.
You might say.
Yeah, that's it. Why are you gonna rate? Yeah. Yeah. Sealy and Strawman. Shit.
Oh, look. That'd be the Bedford level.
Yes.
We got a super chat by Leo, $5. Thank you, Leo, for the $5. Blue convinced me yesterday that flat Earth, due to perspective, is actually a sphere with a radius of 3959. Blue, did you convince Leo that flat Earth due to perspective is actually a sphere?
Clearly, he admits it.
It's good. Thanks,
Yeah,
thanks,
good
Blue,
job.
for convincing Leo. I thought I was losing him.
Yeah, me too. I think we brought him back from the abyss, though.
Yep. Good on you, Lel. Good on you. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Good times, good times.
Or George Bush slip of the tongue. Are they claiming that George Bush said the Earth is flat now? Are they or something?
Probably.
Just on a side note, Jose, I think you can make a surface clip from, like you did the angles. Can do a surface clip from Wabenga latest video. He says surface a lot.
He did? He does? Oh, in the video that he titled
Yes.
Jose JG and his clowns or something like that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to take a look. All right. We wrapped up the poll. We got 69 votes. That's the magic number, that funny number. Thank you guys for being 69 of you. And we got the result about what the Earth is in the lowest amount of votes, which anybody believe this, or maybe just a handful of weirdos, of a handful of mentally ill people believe that the Earth is flat with only 7%. Now we're getting better. The Earth is La La Land with a big 13%, almost doubling the amount of people that believe the Earth is flat. And for the first and second place, in a second place, very close, is Squeaky Earth. The Earth is squeaky, but with a big 46%. Earth is a planet. Thank you very much, everybody, for voting. Very good poll.
No, I was debating between.
Go ahead.
I was debating between Squeaky and La La Land, and I chose Squeaky.
Yeah.
What the hell? Planet?
Yeah, I played it safe, went with Planet in the end.
Yeah, there was a point when there was like 40 votes. Squeaky Earth was in the top for the longest time.
Yeah.
All right, we got another super chat by John Watson, 45 pounds now. Thank you, John Watson. Leo is an artificial intelligence experiment. True story. Shit. Didn't know that.
You say he had the upgrades?
You know that bit towards the near the end of 2001: The Space Odyssey where he's pulling Hal's memory cards out. Just
Oh
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
just saying. You know.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I never got to the end.
Well,
You never got to the end of it?
it's not the end because it's after that he goes through that incredible light show. Then he ends up in that weird artificial place that the spoiler alert aliens built for him. But it's when he gets back into Discovery and he gets it basically into Hal's core and starts pulling all those cards out, and in the end Hal's sitting there singing Daisy Daisy give me your answer do.
Okay,
just saying.
I have a quick demonstration over here of how good recognized names in the flat Earth corner, right? There are certain people that are more recognized than others, and people like look up to them. I'm gonna show you a demonstration shared by Earth is Live on how good they are at arguing their points. We're gonna begin with this one, and Earth is Live shared is sharing I don't know is sharing the Bob and Alice. So he shared a few images with oh forget yeah, he shared a few images with QE. We're gonna go to the next one. QE shared a meme of a laughing guy in Tupper Glove. Earth is YouTube morons, yeah. Earth is Live shared the plane routes stuff, yeah, good stuff. Then after that, do you know what happened after Earth is Live shared this with the plane routes? Well, this happened. You do not have permission to say it.
No, oh dear.
Of course. Block him. Block him. Yeah.
Beautiful demonstration. Thank you, Earth is Live, for sharing that with us.
Yeah, those cowards won't even let me see the chat.
Yeah.
I guess they got tired of having their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool, man?
I had a debunk to the video you had before that the guy read from the script.
Oh yeah.
Ha.
Well played. Well played.
So there was nothing wrong with this. I mean, Earth is Live and wanted to talk about QE, about the his arguments, the Bob and Alice, and then he got one of his own observations and tagged QE, and then he just tagged QE with this wanting to have a back and forth a little bit. But what did QE did? Well, QE, the only thing he could do is share a meme of share this meme with a lot of little globe heads and a dude standing in the globe crying. So that was QE's answer. And after that, he just blocked him. Earth is Live. How about? I mean,
I was reading some medical journals the other day. They've got really good memes to try and explain the different concepts in a medical journal. I think most science is best done through memes, don't you, Jose?
Yeah.
Oh, all my engineering textbooks are full of them.
Yeah. Cram full of memes.
Good times, good times. First, shout out to Earth is Live. He tried. We got a back and forward now. We got a Leal and John Watson super chat back and forth. Leal with a $5. Thank you, Leal, for the $5. A statement. Leal is not an AI because AI are programmed with a higher IQ than me. John Watson is a liar. Wow.
Leal being mean to himself there.
Yeah, good on you, Leal, man. I mean, my IQ is lower than yours, but shush, don't tell nobody.
I think you just said that out loud, Jose.
Oh, yeah. Brian Mallet, you're here, man. Save us. Save us from ourselves. I'm going to give you the title of the show, Brian Mallet, and you take it from there. The title of the show today is Earth Not a Globe. How does it work? Mallet, floor is yours. How does it work if Earth is not a globe?
How does what work? A globe? A globe can't work. That's fucking ridiculous.
Earth.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Earth
yeah.
is not
Listen
a
to the
globe.
title. The Earth is not a globe. I'm asking you, Earth is not a globe. Well, how does it work then? It's your go now.
It works how we witness it every day of the week. Water lies flat. We don't and cannot measure any spins or any rotations. Earth is what it is. And
What is it?
We witness that every day of our lives. It's just that they've installed a fantasy into some people's heads that it's a spinning ball.
So you said Earth is what it is. So what is it?
It's what we witness.
Yeah, which is
what?
Yeah.
A level, stationary, non-rotating flat plane.
Level
so
what?
It is flat then. Okay. I thought you went
he's a flat earther then.
So he is a flat earther then.
Yeah.
That is what we witness every day of our lives.
But I thought you said the Earth wasn't flat, and you're not a flat earther. I thought that's what you said, but you just said it is.
The Earth where we live isn't flat now.
Oh God!
Oh, make your mind up. It's either flat or it's not.
You just said it's flat, and then in the middle,
We're not on
you just said
about.
it's not flat.
Obviously, not on about local terrain and topology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good grief.
I'm not sure you can make up your mind what it is, Brian.
I can't be angry anymore.
This is why you don't
Not
give
a
them correct
sphere. It's
information.
most definitely not a spinning sphere, so we can eliminate that.
No, we can't.
It's not a sphere. It's flat, but it's not flat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Brian, thinking that the Earth is flat, do you feel that makes you special in some way?
What did he say?
This flat Earth thing, does it make you feel special?
No, not in any sort of way whatsoever.
All right.
Does your ball Earth make you feel special?
Nope.
Not at all. Complete opposite for me.
It's just reality. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it.
Correct. It's just reality. That's all.
You're absolutely
that's the
right.
only way I look at it.
Where is he? Donington. Donington GT3.
But I always thought it was great that folks like you, can really just buck that system and show how everybody's wrong. Have you shown how everybody's wrong yet?
GT3. Yeah, water makes its own level.
Great. You ever measured it?
Yeah.
How?
With a water level.
Great. What's that tell you?
Does it itself? It tells you that it finds its own level. And you've also got what is known in the trade as a leveling compound, which is a very, very thin, watery sort of cement substance that people level floors out with by just pouring it on there and let it set to its own level.
You proved water as level using a water level?
Called leveling compound. Hold on, I've got to mute now, so I'm going racing.
But Brian, did you prove that water is flat?
No.
Do you know the difference between level and flat, Brian?
No.
I think Brian just used all the definitions of level in 2 sentences without realizing it.
Yeah, giving them corrective information doesn't help. You got to try and figure out a way to make them feel special by dealing with reality. That's a tough order, unfortunately. I don't know how to do it. Anybody have any suggestions?
No.
Al Callao. Sorry, I had visit there for a second. All right, Brian Mavitt, you sharing the screen? Do you want me to share that for YouTube? Is it the same?
No, he'll be playing a computer game.
No. Should have shared a video of you driving. That would have been more interesting. That would have been better.
Well, we asked him for evidence, so now he has to hide somewhere.
Wait, that's interesting. So after driving all day, you come home and sit and play a driving game?
He hasn't been driving all day.
Usually does, doesn't he?
He's been sat in Gems telling us that we're all paid shills.
Yeah, he said sweeps up, I think. Greases parts.
Está bien. Perdóname, no te oía.
He was convinced that He was convinced that the first time I turned my webcam on was in Jose's, and I'm clearly a paid shield because I've got those bookcases behind me. I mean, he couldn't be more wrong if he tried, but you know.
No, books.
Oh, the definition of paid shield means you actually read books.
Well, I must be a paid shield then, because I read books a lot.
Me too.
Yeah. We're paid shields. Go to Brian anyway.
I don't read books.
No, yeah?
No.
Mm.
Haven't held a book for years.
I can't imagine not reading books.
You have
me neither.
internet.
Probably why I got so many.
But everything on the internet is true, though, isn't it? Of course.
Well,
I couldn't say it wasn't true.
As Abraham Lincoln once said, don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Well, Bev does.
Yeah.
He claims science. Science tells us that water level creates a horizontal plane. Must have read it on the internet somewhere.
Farmers, I was told that. Sorry if it's any kind of doxing, if you consider it doxing, but somebody told me this is your sister.
I'm not entirely sure what my ex-sister looks like now because I haven't seen her for over 30 years. But no, that's not my sister.
It's still your sister, ex-sister.
If you knew the history of what happened, yes, you'd understand why I call her my ex-sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
I like big books and I cannot lie. That's what she said.
I do like big books. I've got several very, very big books.
Oh, he did.
I like big books.
I had to wait until Jose said it to understand the joke. I forgot about the song.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Jose.
I refer the honourable gentleman to one of Rammstein's latest little ditties that's called what's it called? Dicker Titten. It's quite a good tune actually. The video's brilliant.
I'm just gonna meditate here for a minute with this screenshot of the conversation between Earth is Live and QE in QE.
Oh yeah. I think there was a lot of good points raised there on either side.
I mean, it's QE's channel, so he's the one that give and take permissions away.
Yeah, but I mean, blimey, just to post up a screenshot of a flight that they insist is impossible, or that doesn't exist. If you watched Earth is Life's video that he put out earlier on.
Oh, the latest one? Yeah, that's
the
good.
one with Witsit. Yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah, I remember the days that QE would walk through my posts and delete them one by one. and he had a big problem because he blocked me, so I can tag him and I can put emojis of crap on his posts.
Oh yeah.
So he couldn't see what I'm posting. And that's a problem because if you don't see what I'm posting, you need to click on it in order to see it.
Ah, yes, because Lemon has me blocked in Jose, so I can't put the emoticons on any of his posts because as soon as you try, it just deletes it, doesn't it?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Lemon's got me blocked on there. So if he puts something up and I try to react to it, I actually have to reply to him because if I just want to put one of the put the little smiley turd or anything like that on, it's like it gets stamped as soon as it appears, it disappears again, and that's because they've blocked you. They've blocked you from doing that.
All right, we got Lil came through with another $5 super chat. Shout out to Lil. It's a Brian Mobat. Brian Mobat, I don't want to give you a heart attack or an aneurysm news flash. I don't want to give you a heart attack or an aneurysm. Newsflash. Gravity exists and the Earth is a rotating sphere. What do you have to say about that, Brian? Just relax. Take it in as a normal piece of information. Go ahead.
Who said that, Lyle?
Yeah.
Leo say, yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Gravity exists, and the Earth is a rotating sphere. Thanks, Leo.
Yeah, get him to prove it then.
But Lyle, punctuation is a thing.
Okay, Brian, this is a good, perfect moment. I wanted to test this theory about proving things. What would you accept as proof? How can we show you here via Discord and YouTube anything proven? What would you accept? Just open up. Talk to me for a minute or two. Just think about it, because I'm gonna ask you, Brian, to give me an example of something that you can prove to me. Just prove me something. It could be I don't know. It could be a water bottle. It could be a finger. It could be you. It could be an object. It could be anything. I want you to prove that to me, so I know what I have to do to prove that to you, so you can accept it. Remember, we are in Discord and in YouTube, so we must do something that you can prove to me that I can accept. Please,
Jose, a better way of doing it would be to just sit down and say, how would he prove it? What kind of experiment would he design to give him an answer, and why?
All I want him is to show me how can I prove something by doing it himself. If he will accept any kind of proof, how will you accept that via Discord or on YouTube? That's all I need. Just show me how to do it. Just give me a proof of everything, anything, or a proof of anything, and then I'll give you back, give you back what you gave me. Go ahead.
Just ask him how he would tell the difference between the two. What test would he do? And what answer would say it's flat? What answer would say it's a sphere?
Shout out to Chris Babs. When did Beeble talk to QE? Well, Earth is like Beeble. He was in QE server, in the Discord server. And Beeble shared a few images and QE blocked from posting anything. That was the conversation.
Talking to you, I missed my grip.
Now I hear you.
His grip on life.
I'm 20 odd seconds behind them.
Did you lose your grip on reality again, Brian?
Yeah. That's too loud, Brian. The game is too loud. The game is too loud.
Whoa!
Turn your mic off.
You don't use a headset.
Where you were at?
Really not.
No, you mute it again, but make sure that you lower the volume of your game and then talk to us. Make sure that you are unmuted before starting talking to us again.
Wait, I use a headset. There's no problem.
Yeah, same.
No, I mean, when you play a game, what, you need the whole neighborhood to hear it?
Oh, yeah, you asked him to have a headset, sorry.
In fact, I'm fairly certain the headset I use is designed as a gaming headset, which is why it's got surround sound built into it.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, ladies and gentlemen.
Jing is here. Jing, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, distinguished guests, confused heliocentrists, and
Ladies
well
and
done flat earthers. I think the burden of proof obviously lie with those making the claim that the Earth is a spinning ball in the vastness of space.
Because he's got no proof that it's
Let
flat.
me finish, please. Where do we get this from, ladies and gentlemen?
Ladies and
Our
gentlemen.
education, that's the first time we actually get this, is from our educators. Now, we're very young at the time.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
we're not
Let's
able
go.
to we're not able to
I'm ready to show proof.
formulate
I'm ready to show proof.
a critical question. So what I'm
ready to
saying
show
is that
proof. Instead of going into the psychological side, I want to show proof. I want proof, evidence, down to earth. I don't want.
you're going to show me proof, are you? Is that correct?
Yes.
You're going to show proof
Yes.
to all the listeners. Go ahead.
To
I
everybody.
have a question for Jim. So you think that the burden of proof lay on just one who makes a claim and not Anyone who makes a claim?
Well, look, if just take it as simple as this: you're at school, teachers telling you that the Earth is a globe. If you are smart enough and you're not ready because you're at 7 or 8, 9, let's say, the teacher is telling you the Earth is a globe. If you were smart enough, you would ask the teacher, "Do you have any proof of this, sir?" That would be the logical question from the student who is learning from his teacher. But then the teacher would have to offer that proof because it's the teacher that's telling you. So that's where and in any court of law will tell you that the person making the claim has the burden of proof to prove that claim.
And you don't have any claim.
What if the
I'm not having
teacher
a claim at
said?
this point.
Sorry, what if the teacher said the Earth was flat?
Again,
What proof would
I
they
would
have
have to ask that question. That question would still stand. Of
And
course.
what proof would they bring forward?
Well, it would depend on what the proof the teacher brings to me. So that's down to what the teacher brings. My point is the question stands. By a court of law, those who make the claim have the burden of proof. So when we, the flat earthers, ask the heliocentrists for the proof of the Earth that is spinning, it's a globe, where's the curvature, how it can be in the vastness of space without a barrier to contain the air we have, that's what you have to prove.
And
These things have to be proven.
are you saying that you've never made a claim, Jin?
I'm not saying
I want to even expand on it.
I'm saying that from the outset.
Wait.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying from the very outset, the Earth we're being told that the Earth is a
So you
spinning
have made a
ball.
claim. So you have made a claim.
Are you listening? Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I am saying that when I'm at school, when I am at school, and the teacher is telling me that the Earth is a globe, I have the right to ask the teacher for the proof of that claim.
I've heard you
When I was
claim.
at school, they taught me how to. They taught me how to learn that and how to test that for myself, and I have tested it myself.
They
So,
never
there you go.
taught that at elementary school, which is where I'm calling foul. That's where the teacher should have.
Well, actually, they
that's
did.
my first point of education, and then secondary as well.
Sorry, is that your extent of education? Is second or primary school?
Yeah, hold on,
It
guys.
starts
Hold
at
on.
primary
Jim.
school.
Hello,
No,
Jim.
is that the extent of your education, primary school?
It starts at primary school.
No,
How did
the
you learn
extent
how
of
to
your
test it,
education.
Jen? How did
I
you
can't
learn how
hear.
to
I
test
cannot
that?
hear all of you talking at once.
How
Guys,
did you
hold on.
learn how to test that?
We never learned how to test that. We never got taught.
Well, you should have paid
how
attention
to
then.
test that at school. We were just told.
Well,
to
you must have
upload
finished
the
school
information.
early. You must have finished school early then. You must have done because
Man,
I was
man.
taught how to test
We
things.
never taught that in secondary
Matt, hold
education. We
on
were
for a
not taught.
second.
Yes, you were.
how
If you
to-
completed your secondary education, like Bob says, you
Which
either
I
weren't
did.
listening or you didn't complete it. One
No,
or the
we
other.
didn't. We didn't learn about the globe in the
Well,
secondary
then you
education.
weren't
We
paying.
did
Then
not
you either
learn
weren't paying
how
attention
to
or you're
listen.
lying. One or the other.
You're
No,
lying.
I'm
You're
not lying.
because
No,
we
I'm
didn't
absolutely
learn.
not
I'm gonna
lying.
start server muting
You
everybody
are
that's
lying,
talking.
sir, because we were not taught
I'm gonna
how
server
to
mute
measure
everybody
the
that's talking,
curvature of the Earth.
and we're gonna go
It
one at a
wasn't
time.
part. We were
Jin,
not
we
taught
went
about
through
the
the.
If
spinning
I
Hold
server
Earth.
mute
on,
you,
Jose,
We were
please
not
let me
taught
say this.
about the containment of
don't
the
take it
air.
personal.
These things
All
were
right,
not taught to
server
us.
mute, server mute. Who else is talking? Anybody talking? I'm gonna server mute you if you continue talking. I'm gonna take you off server mute. You will be unmuted, and you better shut the fuck up, because if not, I will server mute you again. We're gonna do this like adults. We're gonna talk to each other. We're gonna have a discussion, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna entertain. We're gonna listen. We're gonna pay attention. We're not gonna continue ramble on and on and on. We're not gonna interrupt if somebody just began to speak and say 2 or 3 words or 5 or 10 seconds. We don't need to jump in between them to interrupt. We can let them have 20 or 30 seconds before at least we need clarification. Please talk like fucking adults. Go ahead. You all can have the floor. I'll moderate.
Okay, I have a question for Jim. Jim, you're a teacher. I know you're a teacher. You teach kids English, right?
Correct.
Correct. When you teach them English, don't you teach them that Earth is flat while you teach them
Correct.
English? Correct.
Correct.
So
Because
what's
it
your
comes up
proof?
in their curriculum.
What's your proof that the Earth is flat,
Well,
teacher?
okay. It's a good question. It's a great question, and the proof is that the oceans themselves lie level. And
Proof I want, not words.
sorry, the oceans themselves are level. Okay, that's the first thing. Secondly, I teach them that the Earth is supposed to be of 24,901 miles with a radius of 3959 miles, and we cannot measure that anywhere. We cannot find that. All we
So
find.
you lie to the kids.
I'm not lying at all. I'm
Because
not lying.
I agree that
You're
the Earth is
interrupting me.
level. There's no
Interrupting
dispute.
me when I'm speaking. Did you not hear what the host of the show said?
Yeah,
You
but
will
you
allow
need
me
to
to
stop
finish.
speaking
Then
sometime.
you will speak. Yeah? So allow me to finish. When I use the word I yield, then it means it's your turn. So as I was
30
saying,
seconds a minute. Yeah, 30 seconds a minute is fair. So, Chike, keep that count in your mind. Don't don't be too triggered.
Counting.
Go ahead.
yeah, right. So as I was saying, yeah, the children are aware that, well, those who have had that opportunity to fly realize that they haven't experienced any curvature. But like I said, we are not able to measure it anywhere. The measurements of Earth's curvature cannot be found anywhere. I'll stick with that just for now. I
Can you
yield.
say yield? Oh, thank you.
I yield.
So I didn't ask you if Earth is level. That's not in dispute. I ask you, where is your evidence that Earth is flat? Not that it's not a globe. That's not your claim. Your claim that it's flat. So where is your proof?
Well,
you
I
need
just said that.
measurements
I
that
just
it's
said that
flat.
to you.
Not that it's not. We can't measure something. You need to be able to measure something, Jim.
Well,
I
I
yield.
don't operate under your standards. Okay, so the standards that we employ is if you are not able to measure the so-called curvature of the Earth, and you're presented with levelness, flat and level, and flat being what's the word I'm looking for there? It's just an expression. It's actually level. So we don't mean flat like a piece of paper.
Flat.
It's level.
Flat.
There is no. Are you interrupting? Are you interrupting again?
No, it's me, Jim.
There is no measurable curve. The surface isn't curving. Okay, there's your proof. Number one.
Flat
Number
is
one.
a condition. Jen, flat is a condition.
Let's allow. Hold on. Before we keep going, I want to give Jean and Brian Mavet the floor for a few minutes, and then Matt. I promise. I mean, M2M, you go after they have a talk for a minute, because Brian, I think, disagrees with Jean, and I'm interested in listening how this is going to go down. Jean and Brian, you can have the floor. Let's try not to interrupt, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying that flat is a condition and not a shape.
Yeah, and I would agree with Brian on that point.
Thank you, sir. Did you get my DMs?
You know what? I didn't get any DMs. I got one. You wanted me to DM you right away, but unfortunately, I was in the middle of work, so I wasn't able to DM you right then.
Right.
Okay.
There's no rush, but when you can, just give us a shout.
Okay, I will.
So I hear. Is there anything to be ashamed of, Jean CBR1, to say the Earth is flat and I am a flat earther?
Oh no, I have no stigma, no problem. I'm a very proud man. In fact, I will defend it to the day I die. No problem.
Brian will disagree with you. Brian will find that very uproaring, very ludicrous to say that you are a flat earther.
Well, that's his position. Like I said, I don't operate under everyone's standards, so I can defend and express what I mean by calling myself a flat earther. It's just a terminology, and if people are going to go berserk and become upset and unhinged by that, well, that's down to them. I don't operate under anyone's standards but my own.
I want Brian to tell you why he's not a flat earther, Jean.
Well, go ahead, Brian. You can explain yourself. Not that it would bother me none, but carry on.
Like I said, flat is a condition and not a shape.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
The surface we live on is not flat, is it? We've got mountains, hills, valleys. It's not
absolutely
flat.
Topography.
It's generally a level plane.
Plane, exactly. We're on agreement there. That's exactly what I mean.
What we have got in our realm is a medium called water that finds its own level, and when undisturbed is perfectly flat.
I would agree with you 100%.
As a condition, not a shape.
Correct, Brian. I've got no, what's the word there? No qualms about what you've said there.
Right, I'm going to have to hand it over to you, mate, because I've got to get to bed. I'm at work at 2 a.m. So.
Yeah, nice one, Brian. Brian, everything you said there, I agree with 100%. Okay. Nothing, no
Perfect. M2M has to leave, but hopefully he got a minute before he get out of here. M2M,
yeah, go on, M2M. Come on, Matt. Great to hear your voice anyway.
All right, I guess. Well, Jin, remember at the beginning, and I got obfuscated so quick. I say, I have proof, and I can provide that. But
that's correct.
I got some conditions. I got conditions before I can show you what I got.
You got.
So
what? Chai, come on, man. Just give me a few minutes. Let me get my 2 minutes with Jin. I don't think this is going to go too far because, Jin, in order for me to provide you with proof, we are in Discord, we are in YouTube. So we are in Discord is the only way that we can exchange information. How can I show you any kind of proof in Discord? You give me an example of anything that you want to show me as proof. Maybe you want to show me your hand, a nail, a hair, your pack of cigarette, an apple, a tree, a bug, a dog. If you want to show me something, proof of that, of something simple, then I know what would you accept as proof, and I will give that to you back. Can you show me a proof of anything, any object or any being that you want? You show me that via Discord, and then I can show you the proof of the globe. Depends on what you give me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got conditions you want to show me on Discord. Well, I think what I would accept is for you to actually show us you actually measuring the curvature of the Earth over a given distance.
In Discord, how?
Well, no, you what you would have to do is obviously go out there, go out into the real world, measure this curvature, and then bring that of someone videoing you, measuring the actual Earth's curvature. Once you've done that,
how am I going to share that via Discord? And you.
Well, then you present it on your present it via your video on the screen here. You can do that, can you not?
It's going to be a video recorded. You know, videos can be manipulated, right?
Yeah, I know they can be manipulated, but if you're a man of integrity, you're not going to be doing any shenanigans.
I've already done that, Blaine, or I've already done that, Jen.
So is Jin's evidence?
Jose, I'm talking to Jose here, and Jose says, "What would I accept?" Of course, I would accept you measuring this curvature and showing us this curvature, and then we can actually see this curve.
Yeah. That's good. So now, what do you think will be an acceptable tool of measurement? How can I measure this?
Well, we have several ways of measuring it. You've got GPS, you've got geodetic surveying equipment, you've got laser beams, you've got radio signals. That's radio signals. You've got radar, just to mention a few there.
Yeah. Direct measurements. Those are good. A lot of people have done this. People that I trust that I can go and do these things myself. What does it have to be? Me or the person specifically that can show you this? Can I just grab a content from somebody that have already done it and present that to you? Because the videos already are there.
No, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that so that you're showing Jin. Well, no, because you've asked me. I'm telling you that will be the criteria. You are showing me your proof that you know the Earth is a globe. This is how I know, Jin. This is my proof that I've taken for myself. Here it is.
Do you have an example to give me of something that you have done or not? Not really. Anything that you have done?
I have photographs of the ocean horizon. That's about it for now. Personally, I
got photographs. I also got photographs of the ocean. Objects disappear from the bottom up, taken by myself.
No, but that's not proving curvature, you see.
It's proving the effects of curvature, yes.
No, it's not at all. No, not at all. That is the law, God's law of perspective.
God's law.
Correct. Yeah, but remember this. You are a creation of. You are a creator. You are the creator of the earth and every living thing
we're
on it.
sliding away.
The whole-
We're going away from the topic.
No,
of the group.
we're still
We're
here.
going-
We're still here.
Yeah, but
We're still
no,
here.
perfect. But the topic is how can we present each other proof via Discord?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main point.
Right. You're saying it's curvature. I'm saying no, you're mistaken there. It's God's law of perspective of how we see on this flat earth.
So you wouldn't accept that? Okay. What would you accept then as measurement? Because if I grab a theodolite, a telescope, a laser, and I show you that the objects are disappearing, I show you the effects of curvature that will equate to the measurements of the globe, will add up to the curvature necessary for the globe, taking refraction in consideration, you will deny those because then you will say, well, I'm going to use my easy strategy cop-out. God did it. Is that what you will do?
No, it's not that at all. It's that refraction is, you cannot measure refraction because it's constantly changing. Okay, but it would go a long way, with the equipment they have to date. The latest equipment to date proves flat Earth, and we have people from Brazil, your own compatriots, have proven this
they're
over
not.
7 years.
They are something else. Now, there are perspective is very well understood, and there are just programs, 3D programmings and renderings of perspective better than anybody can do by hand or drawing or by viewing. A computer is gonna be perfect, right? Now there are perspective programs, and it just doesn't work the way flat earthers think perspective works.
Now we know how it works. It's not thinking. It's quite obvious.
Why the way you think? Why do you think that the way flat earthers think it works doesn't agree with reality with computer programs? The computer programs got it wrong.
The way we know it works is because it's reality with what we learn. You learn this in technical drawing. Right? It's the first thing you learn is perspective and the vanishing.
No, it's not.
It is. It's what I learned at school.
Excuse me, the only O level I got an A grade in was technical drawing, and we didn't do perspective
That's what I
at
learned.
all.
I learned the vanishing point perspective.
You're talking bollocks.
I'm not talking bollocks.
Yes, you are. You are not taught about perspective in technical drawing.
Jose said, keep it clean, keep it properly, but you're already throwing fucking insults. Shut your fucking mouth and have some fucking manners.
And that wasn't an insult.
And that,
Yeah.
You're talking
You're
bollocks.
throwing insults.
I said you're talking bollocks, and you throw us.
I'm not talking bollocks at all. You're talking fucking
don't
bollocks.
get offended.
You're
Don't get
accusing
offended, man.
me
Don't be-
of what I learned at school. You weren't even at my school. So shut your fucking mouth.
Of course.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, hold on, farmers.
Yeah.
Perfect, Jean. Jean, don't be a snowflake. You're a softy, man. People call me liar. People call me fucker. People call me all the names.
What
in my
did you
face.
not just say though? I'm going by your standards. You said to the people here, can we keep it amicable? Can we etc. etc. So let's keep it amicable.
I
Otherwise, I'll
said you're
start saying
talking bollocks. That's all I
Hold on,
said.
farmers.
You're
And all farmers boys say that you're talking bollocks. He could tell you, I mean, he was nicer because he could tell you, you're just lying, you're just a liar, and you're talking lies. I mean, that sounds more harsher, to me. But he didn't tell you, fuck you or you can't, like you just say. You personally attack him for no reason whatsoever. I mean, there's no need for
isn't
none of
it?
that. If somebody call me a fucktard or a liar,
yeah.
oh well.
Okay.
I grow a thick skin and adjust my pants and keep walking.
Jose,
I'm not gonna be a-
you
a
want
dog.
some standards, Jose. Jose, you want some standards, yeah? So if you
Yes.
want some standards, saying people are liars or you're talking bollocks. That's fighting talk in London.
I call people liars all the time.
Because
I call people liars all the time. They don't agree with me. They disagree with me. They get very angry with me. But they say, you know what, Jose, go fuck yourself. And they just leave or they stay in the conversation. I say, all right, fair. Yeah, I'll take it. I call you a liar. I'll take the insult. That's it. And we move on. You don't have to stay spinning around. Let's move on. Go ahead.
Hello, Jose. If you call for standards, Jose, then things like you're talking bollocks, you're a liar, have no proof, no room.
I
in
never
your
called you a liar. I
standards.
just said you're talking bollocks.
Yeah, that's correct. But that in London would get you a smack in the jaw. You know that. So
I'm not
don't
in
sound
London.
talking bollocks.
Neither are you.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are in Discord. We're having a fun conversation, and there's no need to personally, threaten somebody with punching somebody under that. Let's not do that, Gene. Let's continue to have a good conversation. Blue, go ahead, man.
I want to agree strongly with Farmers. I took 4 years of mechanical drawing in high school. At college, I took the 1 semester required course in technical drawing. And I think that's actually what it was termed. And we did touch on perspective only briefly. We learned how to do obliques and stuff like that, but not perspective drawings. And I'll tell you why, Jen, because they don't have any practical. Are you interrupting me, Jen, or can I finish?
Yeah.
We don't do perspective drawings in engineering work primarily because they have no practical value whatsoever.
Well,
you can't take any dimensions off of it.
That would be on your course. Where at school, when I was at school, we learnt about the vanishing point and perspective.
You're talking about art class.
That's art, not technical
That's
drawing.
It's not art class. It's technical drawing.
No, it's
technical.
not.
That's
No,
mechanical.
Jen.
Please don't argue.
Jen, I took an O level in technical drawing.
I attended William Collins Comprehensive School for boys in the 70s. Okay, that's
Again, we
what
were all
we
the
learned.
same. We were all the same education system. We were all the same system. So
I'm
you
telling
can't.
what I learned. So don't tell me I'm wrong and don't say I'm talking
You're wrong.
bollocks. Okay,
You're wrong when you're talking.
You're wrong.
No, that's absolutely incorrect. And
No,
you say I'm wrong, fine. If you say I'm
Well, you
wrong,
are
that's
wrong.
okay. But that's just your
If you're
opinion.
setting up
and
plans, you
you're
don't
making a
use
mistake.
perspective, Jen.
You're making a mistake. That's
We're
where
all
I learned
about the same age. So
They have
it's
no-
not true.
I'm 60 years of age.
It has no
That's where I learned about
practical use.
perspective. I'm 60. That's where I learned.
Yeah, there is no use for perspective in technical drawing. I mean, you're dealing with different elevations.
Again, you're assuming.
And
I
Dan,
did technical drawing as well. There was nothing of the case, Jin. I did technical drawing as well, Jin. So did Farmers. So
did
Yeah,
I.
and I learned about perspective and
So did I.
the vanishing point. That was when I first
Jen,
learned.
do you know what I've
I
been
did
doing
that.
all of my working career?
Not in
I've been
technical?
drawing the stuff. You do not use perspective in technical drawing or
I'm not
engineering.
going to be following your
whatsoever.
standards, sir, because you think the Earth is a globe anyway.
Oh,
so
for fuck's
why would I
sake.
follow
L,
your
dude.
standards? I'm
Jin,
telling
just
exactly
you got
what
it
happens
wrong.
in
Just
in
suck
this-
it up.
I haven't got it
Buttercup.
wrong at all. I have not
You
got
have.
it wrong at all.
You
My
have.
teacher's name was Mr. Davis. I haven't got it wrong at all. and
I don't
that's
give a
what I
toss who
learned
your
in
teacher
my
was. You're
first-
remembering art,
in my
not
first
TD.
year of my education.
No, that's all.
when I
Just
took
art
technical
class.
Can we try
drawing,
to talk to
that's
each other
what I
and tell
learned.
each other how things work? Can we tell each other how things work instead of telling you are wrong and you're wrong? You
Oh,
tell me
yeah.
how
Right.
it
Any-
works.
Exactly.
Yeah. In
any
technical
set of
drawing,
engineering
and how
plans
does it work?
or specific where you want to know specific dimensions of something, perspective is never used for that purpose.
correct.
It was part of our course.
That's
also.
why you use orthographic projection. It's a parallel projection, which means it doesn't include silly things like perspective because it will throw the dimensions off. Everything is dimensionally correct, so you can't use
when you
perspective.
talk,
Or an isometric, you can do that
Nice,
too.
yeah, you could do that in
Yeah, yeah.
isometric because that's parallel projection too. But you
Yeah.
can't use perspective because it throws the dimensions off, and it would make
No.
large drawings
unfortunately,
useless.
And
we
they're
covered
damn
that
hard to
in
make.
school.
Those
No,
drawings are damn hard to make by hand.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
not
now
getting
let's
anywhere
do-
proving your
now
joke,
let's
by
do-
the way.
could
We're
I
hashing
finish,
out
please?
nothing at this
If
point.
you don't mind.
We're hashing out nothing.
Yeah,
I
with
learned about
today's
the vanishing
with
point.
today's CAD equipment, drawing packages
I
like
learned about the
AutoCAD.
vanishing point in
Jen,
school.
I'm talking still, sir. I'll let you.
Yeah,
I'll
I
say
was
I
talking.
yield when I'm done. Okay, got it. With today's modern computer programs like AutoCAD, you can actually generate now a perspective view, and the computer can do it for you if that's what you really want. But it's rarely used in the engineering world. It's only a picture. You can't do anything useful with it. It's just a picture.
It doesn't matter.
I yield.
I'm going to stand by what I said, that we learned about the vanishing point and the laws of perspective in technical drawing. That's where I learned. There.
You're allowed to
That's
be
how
wrong,
that
I
was
guess.
back in the 70s.
Yeah, you
Nothing's changed there.
Well, I did it back in the
But
60s.
my
Jen.
memory, not changed.
it's
I
the course
enjoyed
I
it
sat
because
in technical
very good
drawing
at
would have
technical
been the
drawing,
same
so I
course
enjoyed
that
it
you would
very
have
much
sat
indeed.
had you done technical drawing, but you're remembering art classes.
No, not art at
You
all.
are.
Nothing to do with
You
art at all. No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Don't tell me what I'm bloody remembering. No, I'm not.
Well,
Technically,
that's not
it's
a
boring.
debate. Yes, you are. No, you know.
Okay.
It's not debate.
I know. It's
Hold on,
weird.
hold on. I just want to summarize my former question to Jin. So when I asked Jin, how do you prove to me something? He said, I prove to you something by that the other guys claim don't have a proof. But when he
Not
he asked
necessarily,
Jose, no, that's what you said. You said, I asked you, how do you prove
Not
that Earth is
necessarily.
flat? You said they don't have measurements for the curve. I don't
Correct,
care for what they don't have measurements to. I care about your measurements, Jen. But
Yeah,
that's
but
your
if you go
difference.
out to observe,
So if
when you go out, this is how you know the Earth isn't curving. Obviously, an individual or individuals would have to go out and find that curvature, and not finding
yeah,
it
right,
proves
you're correct.
because
You're correct.
obviously the Earth is indeed supposed to be curving. Yes, so
Yeah.
you use that as your premise to start with, and if, from when you don't find the curvature, but you're seeing, then you should be. Then the curvature of the Earth would allow its proving
don't
flat.
stop, does
That's just one method, by the way. Yeah.
So
The thing is, Jin, you don't prove it with a couple of photos. That's not how it works.
I can't hear you.
What I'm
I
glad,
can't hear you.
Jen, what I'm glad is that you said you're a perspective expert. And Jose, can you put my image back? The image I put? I have a problem with perspective here, Jen. Can you help me?
Well, I've seen your image before.
No,
Is
your
that-
image. You
are you
didn't
talking about
see
the
it.
image of the mountains? Are you talking about? Yeah.
It's the mountains and the tower, and there's some drawing in it.
Well, I
that
mean, that,
I just made
that
yesterday.
image
You
in
couldn't
itself
see
has
it.
been, like I
You
said to
couldn't
you
see-
that day, I said to you, I would have to go to that location myself, take the pictures, and then have a
Go
better
ahead and go there.
understanding. That's
You
what
go
I
ahead
said
and
Oh,
go
to
there.
you.
photographs are fake. Okay.
So Jin,
I'd have to
I have
go
a
there
problem.
myself.
I have a problem here because if I go by perspective, and according to my calculation, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The mountain, the relation between the size of the mountain and the size of the tower should be 1 to 0.9, meaning the tower needs to be, the mountain needs to be 90% or not 89% the size of the tower. However, when I compare the size of the mountain to the size of the tower, it's less than half. What's wrong? What did I did wrong?
Like I
Maybe you
said,
can teach me
I
perspective.
understand your situation and your predicament. I would have to go there myself to check everything out for myself.
Go
That's what I
there.
did say. I stand by that. So unfortunately, there's not much I
So
can
do you
for
have
you
something
there.
like this to show me?
There's nothing more I can do for you there. Now, someone else made a comment just a few moments ago.
So you don't know perspective, the laws of perspective.
I do know perspective. That's why I said I'd have to go there for confirmation. I'd have to go there. Thank you.
Right, because the photo has to be fake, right?
Whatever you want. I'm going to go there for myself. I don't want to call the man a liar or he's mistaken. I don't want to go down that road because that's just going to start arguments. What I would say is that I would need to go to that location myself, set up and take images over a course of time. Quite simple, really. Thank you very much. Like I said,
Shout out
don't
to
put
Trump.
still lies with those making the claim. Yeah. And the thing about
Technical drawing by Trump.
the thing about the Earth being a level plane is that water is uninterrupted, so it makes the best place to make these measurements. Mountains and valleys get in the way. Of long
There's
distance
water,
observation.
what mountains and valleys.
I said mountains and valleys get in the way, which is why land
There's
is
no
not
mountains
often.
in the way of the mountain.
Sorry?
In my picture, there's no mountain in the way.
Well, again, I'd have to go to that location for myself and set up and then see if I get the same results you're getting.
And Jamaica doesn't exist because
Jamaica
because Gene
exists. I've
never
got
been there.
friends. I've got friends who
So I know you're not
who
going
are
to
from
go there,
Jamaica.
Jim. So
Yeah,
I
but
know
you've never
not going to
personally
go
been
there.
there, right?
That doesn't mean
I know
shit,
you're
does
not
it?
going to go there. So
Never
you say
taken a picture of Jamaica by himself. Never been there. Jamaica doesn't.
I've
Thank you.
eaten Jamaican food. I have danced the calypso. I have been to the Notting Hill Carnival where you get lots of Jamaicans and that second largest carnival in the world after the Brazilian one. I know about Jamaica very well. I like roti,
Right, but
dashi,
according to your
and
standards,
ackee and
Jamaica
saltfish.
could very well not exist.
Disney World doesn't
That's
exist.
your standard.
Never taken a picture of Disney myself.
That's
I've seen many pictures of
That is your
Disney World.
ridiculous
I talked to a lot of
You're
people
not
that have.
proving your globe with this
Jen,
method.
just stop
This
talking over me,
method is
Jen.
not proving your globe.
Jen, you gotta stop talking over me. I met a lot of people that say they went to Disney World. My niece says she worked in Disney World like a princess. And I have seen a lot of pictures and videos of Disney World, but I never taken a picture of Disney World myself. I don't think Disney exists.
Well, that if you wish to take that standard, that's down to you. Like I said, I operate under my standards, really, at the end of the day.
It's your
And if
standard.
anyone's offering a standard that I
These
think
standards are
is
shit.
good to
Standards are
adhere to,
wrong.
then I would. For
Yeah.
example, let's not insult each other, etc., etc. Okay.
These standards are shit.
Jose, I will adopt those standards, which is what I'm trying to do. Okay, Jose.
Perfect.
So,
Now the question is,
operate-
I never
let me
been.
just finish.
Hold on, Jen.
Let me
Jen.
just finish.
Okay.
I've got 32
But
seconds
you're, you're not talking. But you're not answering my question or addressing any of the point that I make. We're
Go
talking
ahead.
about the
Go ahead.
standards of acceptance. I never been into Disney World. I don't think if I should believe it because I never taken a picture of Disney World, never visited it myself. Even though I seen pictures, videos, and a lot of people tell me it exists. The same thing at this image that Shaik shared. A lot of people live there. A lot of people that join here, people that have taken the picture themselves and the images themselves. Why is the difference? Believing that Disney World is real, but this photograph is not real. What is the difference? Where
The
do we have
difference
the
is
disconnect?
that you know, with the picture being shown, I would need to go there and see the effects, which are prone to change all the time through minutes, hours, days. I would need to replicate that for myself. Disneyland is a building that we all know exists. You can go there.
How do we know?
And enjoy it.
How do we know?
I've never been there.
Well, you can go there. You can go there. You can
Well,
go
you can
there.
go to where this picture is taken that Shaik shared with you.
That's what I said. I said that all the time. I would have to go there. I said that already. I would have to go there in order to experience the same thing Jaiki did.
I said, Jim, you're
Hold
not
on,
going.
Shaik, last point, Shaik. So you think that if you go to Disney, you might see something different that you've seen in the pictures and videos of Disney?
Well,
You might-
that way I would know that Disneyland existed if I needed to be sure.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's fucking
So-
shit standards.
No, that's
Jim,
your
I know,
standards.
Jim,
Please
you're
don't
not going
say
to
that
go
shit
there.
standard. That's your standard.
You have shit standard, Jen. You got shit
That's
standard
your
because
standard.
you're a
That's
shitty
your
person.
standard.
You're a
That's your
shitty person.
standard,
You're a
though.
piece of shit, Jen. Jen, you're a piece of shit, and that's your shit standards. Boom.
That's
Oh,
not
come on.
sporting, is it? Now that's shitty
Jen-
standards there.
He's right,
Yeah.
though.
Jim, so I showed you a picture. You're not going to go there. There's no chance. So what are
Correct.
okay. So what are the options that cause this picture? You said maybe weather conditions. That's one.
Who knows? Weather conditions.
I don't know.
atmospheric
I'm
conditions.
exploring the options
That's
that
why
could
I'd
cause
have to
this.
go there to experience it. I would have to.
You're not going to. That to say I have to
Yeah,
go there,
but
you will
can
never go there.
understand
You
why
will
I'd have
never
to go
experience
there.
it.
You understand?
So I'm
why I'd have
asking
to go
you,
there.
without going there, you have a picture that doesn't agree with perspective at all.
Yeah.
And what do you think can cause this phenomena that what we see
Again,
or
I'd have
the
to
picture?
go there to experience that. That's
No,
the
you
only way we
don't.
can.
I'm
Anything you say at this moment is purely speculation. That's all
I
you're
didn't
doing.
speculate
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're
anything.
listening,
I'm
the man is now
exploring,
going to
Jim.
go into the realms of
Jim, I'm
speculation. That's
exploring
all you can
the
do.
options we have that cause this
Speculation.
phenomena. You said the options. What
Yeah,
could
speculation. Speculative at this point.
yes. So you
Right,
said
let's get it
once
out there.
maybe it's a weather condition.
Could
That's
be. Who
one.
knows?
Could be. So that's one option we say. Maybe it's weather condition that caused this perspective not to be what we know it is, should be. What else? Maybe the cameraman didn't know how to use a camera. Maybe it's a fake picture. That's also a possibility, right?
All speculation at this point.
We're speculating, yeah. We're
Correct.
trying to see
Right.
what options could cause this.
Right. The only way we'd be able to know for sure which one is if I were able to go there and set up, like I said.
Only if
I
Jim
said
will
it
go
clearly.
there. Only if Jin will go
So
there,
to
which we
pursue
know he
this line,
wouldn't.
to pursue this line
So
is a
that-
waste of time, is what I'm saying.
So
Because
you
it's
say-
purely
you say-
speculation. You're not
to-
going to get any closer to the truth about your image
You
unless
see,
I'm able to go to that
I will.
location
You
and
will not.
set up. So this line of reasoning is unreasonable. But carry on.
Jin, I will get closer to the truth. You
Okay,
won't.
good.
Because
Good.
you will never go to that place or any other place that we show you. You will never experience it, and therefore I
have the
because
opportunity to
listen,
go.
because Jin didn't go there, I will not be able to find the truth. Well, I will, Jin, and you won't.
Not necessarily. I already know the truth.
Necessarily.
That's the thing. What you seem to have forgotten is that I already know the truth. That is,
No,
the
you
Earth
don't.
isn't
You
a
don't
ball
have an
spinning in the
evidence.
parsons of space.
I asked
and
you for
60
proof.
years of life. 60 years of life has taught me we are not living on a spinning
I
ball. We are
asked
living on a
you
flat
for a
plane.
proof.
It's all that I've experienced. I've never
I asked
experienced
you
life
for a
on a ball.
proof.
You would be like the word that I'm
You
using
lecturing,
now.
Jin. You lecturing.
Antipodal.
You asked you for a proof, and what you said is they don't have a proof. That's your proof. I asked you for
You
your
have no
proof,
proof.
not
Yeah,
their
exactly.
proof. I don't know what they say. I don't care what they say. I asked you for your claim that the Earth is flat. What proof
I've
do you
told you that
have?
already. I've told
You
you that
don't.
already. I've given you
What?
one.
A picture of the ocean?
I've given you. I've got loads of pictures of the ocean. If that's
No, no.
what you
I asked for a proof, not a
and I've
picture.
got anecdotal experiences of
I asked for a
flights.
proof, not a picture. You said they can measure. Can you
Yeah,
measure
yeah,
that?
if you ask for a picture, that's a picture. It's a picture what Shai was sharing. That's a picture.
Your photos are CGI.
Yes, it's a picture.
Yeah,
It's a
I'll have to
picture
go
that
where
I
you took
am
the picture, Jen.
questioning of its
did that too.
validity. That's
How
why
dare
I
you.
would have to go there in good interest. I would have to go there and replicate that. Then I'd have a better understanding
Forget
of
there
what's
now.
happening.
I'm asking for your measurements of flatness. That's what I'm asking for. You said they
Yeah,
can.
well, I've said that
Well,
over.
they're incompetent, and I don't care about that they
seeing
can't
over
measure
great
something.
distances.
I'm asking Jen, it's not incompetent, that can
you're
measure
asking me,
that
and
Earth
I'm
is
telling
flat.
you that I've seen over
Where
great
is your proof?
distances. I said
Jim,
I have
where
seen
is
over
your
great
proof?
distances.
Where is it? You talk a lot.
I've seen over great distances.
That's not a measurement, though, is it?
I have
It's not a proof
flown
I've seen.
with no curvature.
People see ghosts.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Seeing over great distances isn't a measurement.
Right.
No one said it. Well, it is when you look at the distance involved.
No,
Yeah,
you don't,
when
because
you
you
look
don't
at
know,
the
you
That
don't know what the
distance
distances are.
gives you a-
When you look at the
Personal
distance,
experience. That's only personal experience. It is not measurement.
It's an experience, which is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That my personal experience, there's no curvature to be found anywhere.
well,
Personal
when-
experience is not reliable.
Most of
No,
you,
it's
it's
not.
reliable because we're using our senses.
But it's
And our
not a
senses
measurement,
are
though, is it?
reliable.
Still, Jim,
You
you
rely
can't
on
claim.
your senses every second.
You can't
are
claim
alive.
looking at a great distance and you knowing exactly precisely how
There
far
are
it
no-
is. You
there are
don't
no images
interrupt
of
me
Earth
again.
as a globe
Oh,
ever on this earth. Even the
You hate being interrupted, don't you, Jin? But you
We
interrupt
need to go
yourself.
back to talk and let talk. Yeah, all right. M2M, go ahead. Let's not interrupt M2M. Make your full statement. Take it.
Yeah, basically, I mean, exactly you said it. Looking at a distance, just because you can see a great distance doesn't precisely measure a distance. You couldn't possibly know exactly what the distance is just by looking at it. That's why it is not a measurement. Okay, your own senses are not reliable to make a measurement by any stretch of the imagination.
I'd like to throw a wrench in that, if I may. You can certainly observe from your location to a landmark in the distance qualitatively that object is visible. Of course, it's not a precise measurement of the specifics of the areas in question. It still doesn't really hold any worth, but there is measurement involved. It's just that it's a qualitative type of observation. Is kind of pointless.
It's not pointless at all because you know how far you are to that landmark. So there you have it,
Yeah,
ladies
No,
and
you
gentlemen.
don't.
Like I said,
You don't.
No, he knows. He knows. Listen, and every observation you brought to us, we told you how much and what you will see. Each one of them.
that's correct.
Right. So we
So
know
you have to
you have
welcome to
no
the Flat
problem
Earth
to
then.
see it.
Black
You
Swan.
shouldn't have a
Welcome to
problem
the
to
black.
see it.
Welcome
You
to the
won't
Flat
see
Earth.
all of it. You will see part of it, but you will see it.
Yeah, we see over great distances, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
yeah, we can.
And when you fly in an aeroplane, you're not following any curved trajectory. That's been proven time and
Can I
time
have
again.
disagree?
Can I have 30 seconds? 30 seconds, big time. I need to appreciate a few people to help me out over here with me being behind and not having money. Now I have some money because we got the first one. It is Stevie B gave me a £10 super chat because I asked him to give me money and he said no, Jose, with a £10 super chat. Thank you, Stevie V. Big time, brother. And we have Marcus Dresden, who also say give Jose money. And with a $10 PayPal donation, Marcus say Gene is an absolute moron. Thank you, Marcus Dresden. And I got one more. Tommy Grumble. Tommy Grumble came through with another $10 PayPal donation. And he say, no, Jose, no money for you. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tommy Grumble, Marcus Dresden, and Stevie V for your support. Boom! Carry on. I'm going to stay another 30 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap up with final thoughts.
Well, over to you guys. Defend your model. Defend it. The model that doesn't exist. Go ahead.
No, we're waiting for your evidence of a flat Earth.
It's clearly there, ladies and gentlemen. You've
Well, show
only
it then.
experienced a level.
If you haven't measured it.
You've only experienced a level plane. I'm
Well,
sure
show
if you
it.
look at your holiday,
Jen.
sure if you look at your holiday snaps and shots, you won't see any curvature in your horizon.
Jen.
You have you have a man
he's
by
off
the
again.
name of Neil deGrasse
I do actually
Tyson.
have evidence
I'm
of
nearly
curvature of the
I'll be
horizon.
10 more seconds. I'll be 10 more seconds. You have a man by the name of Neil deGrasse Tyson. He tells you that from an inside of an aeroplane at the regular height of 40,000 feet, yet alone 120,000 feet, you'll never see curvature. Okay, so you've never seen it in your lives, ladies and gentlemen. You've never seen it.
Regardless of Neil's opinion on it, I do have
Neil's
photographic
facts.
evidence of the horizon having curvature.
I didn't hear what you said there.
No, it's because
Right, probably because you were talking at the same time.
No,
But I mean, regardless of Neil's opinion on the topic, I do have photographic evidence that the horizon has curvature.
Yeah, well, let's display it there. Let's have a look at it.
Right, you've already
Let's
seen
have a
it,
look at
Jim.
I've never seen it.
Yes, you have.
And as soon as I post it, you'll say, "Oh yeah, that one." But okay, here I'll scroll through my phone again and find it.
Plus your
Jesus
silly
Christ.
image.
He's seen it. You're right. He's seen it umpteen times before.
You've only got one in all your life. You've just
No, there's a series of 3 taken at the same time to eliminate the lens as a possible cause for the curvature observed.
three
But
images
thank you
only,
for
ladies
cutting in while I
in
was
all
still
his
talking,
life.
though. Thank you for doing that.
He can't help
Yeah,
himself. You know that.
3 years, three images in his whole life. Thanks.
Also, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a globe earther, so you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Well, that was
Well,
that's why I mentioned him, because he's actually heliocentrist, and he's telling you you're not going to be able to see curvature from 120,000 feet up. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Don't you
there
think he
can
would
be
be more? Don't you think such a man would be more careful with his words if he didn't know exactly what he was saying at this moment?
Exactly. He knows exactly what he's talking about, and he tells you, and that Felix von Gander jump as well, where you saw
on,
the curvature, that would be
we only got
possible.
half an hour, and we got some evidence. We got some stuff to present.
You don't seem to
What-
understand what I was saying.
Hold on.
Yes, never mind.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I got 3 images by Tommy Grunwald. I'm gonna just be kind of showing it to the audience, but Big Blue, you've been waiting for a little bit to talk. Go ahead, man.
Well, I was just going to ask Jen, the 3 images taken on the same airplane flight is not enough for him. What is your minimum standard then? How many images does one person need to have of the curvature of the Earth for that to satisfy you?
Crickets. That's a question to you, Jen.
That's a question for you to answer, Jin. Jin, come in, Jin. Ground
Well,
control
all right,
to Jin.
yeah. Well, let me try this. I can't see what's inside the closet right now. You know why? Because the door is closed.
Throughout your
But
life,
not being, hey, excuse me. But just a moment, Jen.
throughout your lives.
Just a moment. Just because I can't see, I can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist, Jen. I know there's stuff inside that closet. I got to open the door to see it, but there's stuff in there. I know it. I know it for a fact. All right. Not being able to see curvature at 30,000 or 40,000 feet doesn't mean there is no curvature.
All right, it's done. And before we get Gene, big shout out to M2M. M2M, thank you, brother. He sent me $10 on PayPal, and it does help a lot, man. It does. And Tommy, again, thank you. And Marcus, I appreciate all the support. Gene, what do you think about the point that Blue made?
Very insightful.
Crickets.
Probably listen to the live stream.
Interesting. Looks flat.
Interesting that Jen mentioned GPS.
I thought that was interesting as well.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
GPS.
We have, and because we happen to have a lot of GPS data from Lake Pontchartrain and other places, and it shows that we're actually stood upon a big wazing big sphere.
Actually,
You measure the elevation, they're all the same.
Have you done it?
He mentioned also surveying.
No, quantum eraser has done it though.
Quantum eraser
Gene,
done what?
Who are you talking to, Gene? I'm gonna count to 3, and you continue. You continue the number after 3. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
No, I was talking to you guys. That's all. I was just saying that.
He's listening to the
Okay,
live
you-
stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you.
I'm not.
Sorry, mute you.
I'm-
All right, Jin, if you are listening to this on YouTube live stream, you have to mute the watch page and listen to us via Discord. There's a separation. You are somewhere else. You are not here in Discord with us. When you come back to Discord, let us know in the Discord text chat, or let us know somehow that you are here with us again, and I'll unmute you. Thank you.
The exact opposite of Jesus. He's here, but his spirit is not.
He has track history of doing this. That's why in
I'm
Gem's
not gonna
server a
wait.
while back he was arguing with himself because all he could hear was the live stream on YouTube.
I'm not gonna let it go too long. He just shouting in between everybody because he's listening with a 30-second lag. I can't take that.
Going back to what we were saying earlier on about the technical drawing thing, I mean, myself, Farmer's Boy, and Jin, we've all gone through the same curriculum. We're near the same age as each other and all the rest of it. I can confirm what Farmer's Boy said. I do not remember anything about perspective in technical drawing. I did technical drawing as well. They call it something different these days, I think.
Yeah, back in the when did I sit that O level? 1986. It was called technical drawing. You actually had to sit 2 exams. Each of them lasted somewhere in the region of 4 to 5 hours, which is really annoying because I did them in half the time. And you do not, in any shape or form, touch perspective because it's an artistic thing. I did start doing that. I did start doing art, but that was one of the lessons I dropped. You don't do it in technical drawing.
It is done in art right enough, yeah. And my second point as well, again, is something that Blue was took up earlier on, was that you're taught, I mean, I was, in all the sciences, we were taught how to measure things, and we were taught how to work things out on known factors, on known things in chemistry, biology, and physics. I ended up doing in my third choice when it came to it. I had to do a general science because my maths was poor. But even then, we went out and did things, measured things, and figured things out ourselves. And we had to do exams when we had to do demonstrations of things and all the rest of it as well. So what he was saying, we were never taught to work things ourselves out, is completely untrue. Again, we went through the same secondary education, went through the same curriculum, almost the same period. So I'm sorry, that's just not true.
I got a comment. Buy Anamorphic Mind with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Anamorphic Mind. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, here is evidence for another Globe Earth super chat. Thank you so much, Anamorphic Mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate that. Boom. I'm gonna unmute Jin. Jin, maybe you received the message and you all sort it out. You can be heard on Discord. Want a mic check, Jin, or you somewhere else in the other side?
Well, if it takes him 30 seconds, it's a giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. That will give it away.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yes. How about you? Hear me?
Now, I wasn't listening to the live stream when you muted me. I was not listening at all. I don't do that. I don't listen to the live stream and be like,
you do.
No, I don't.
No.
I've never done that.
Hold on, Carmen. Hold on, guys.
Done that.
You know what I thought? I tell you why I thought you were listening to the live stream, because
I don't do that.
there were us. We were talking, saying statements. We were making questions, making points, and you were just randomly saying things in between what we were saying. Like just in between our statements, you were saying random things that had nothing to do what was bespoken. It's not the randomness that I got angry about. It's the interrupting in between someone talking. You understand me, right?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I couldn't hear them talking, but it doesn't mean I was watching it live. You see what I mean here now?
Maybe
That's
drop
me.
and
then the
rejoin
other
the
thing-
call sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you can't hear certain, participants. I don't know if you got
I'd like
people
to
muted or
participate
deafened.
100%, right? And I'm coming in here with my integrity intact here. The other thing about the school curriculum thing, one man's story doesn't make my one alive. Okay, so you had your experiences at school during the 70s when I went 70s. I have my experience. Okay, that's that. So it doesn't
Same
matter.
curriculum.
Not exactly the same curriculum.
Yes, you would have been
Not
taught the
exactly
same curriculum. Yes, you would have done.
It would appear to be not exactly the same. Okay, all right. And I
That's
gave
not
you the
true.
name of my
No, you would have been the same curriculum, Jin. Come on, that's not true.
The problem is Jin
look,
can't admit when
look.
he's wrong.
Everybody
not
was
that at
taught
all.
the same curriculum in those days as they are now, Jin.
It is not
That's
that
not
at
true.
all.
Yes,
It is not that at school. Where did you go to school? Where did you?
It doesn't matter. It's the same curriculum.
It does
Everybody,
matter.
hold on.
Where
Everybody
did
was
you
taught.
go to school?
Everybody in the UK.
Where and when?
It doesn't matter.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Oh,
Where and when did you go to school?
You asked the question 5 times. I counted 5 times. You asked the question, where did you go to school, back to back to back, not giving 2 seconds in between every time you repeated the fucking question for the other person to answer. Fuck, Jin. Come on, man.
It's not going to make any difference whether I tell you what school I went to, because you're not going to know what the school is. Everybody in the UK was taught the same curriculum. Everybody. We're all taught in roughly about the same era, Jin. All right? So that what you're saying is not true. And he's not even listening because he's talking to somebody else now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, he did it again. He's doing it again.
He's such a rude cunt. He really is.
He can mute himself. I mean, we all remember when he was interrupting himself in the gem server.
It might be.
Himself to shut up. He was yelling at himself. Shut up!
Yeah, I know.
No, I
mean,
wasn't.
in
That's wrong.
America,
That's
in
wrong.
America, you might be
That
taught
was-
slightly
that
differently
was
in
wrong.
different
That
schools.
was absolutely wrong. That's absolutely wrong. I was not shouting.
Well, we
at
have
you.
the recording.
We have.
It's absolutely
can I
wrong.
just-
Jin,
I was
some
not shouting at
some of us
myself.
were
It was a
there,
glitch
and
in the-
somebody recorded it.
Look,
I
again,
remember
you're
you
not
doing.
talking
I
about
was
the
there when you
question
did
I
it.
asked you. I asked you a question. You still haven't responded to that. The question
I
is,
have
where did
responded.
You go
You-
to school, and
right,
when
okay.
did you go to school?
I went to Joe Bloggs school in Joe Bloggs land. What difference does it
there you
make
go
where
then,
I
ladies
went
and
to,
gentlemen.
Jin? Why
There
does
you
it
go, ladies and
matter?
gentlemen.
What,
It does
okay,
matter. It
right,
does
okay,
matter
so
because I'm saying to you,
Okay, let me answer that. Let me respond then, Jin. Let me respond. Right, okay. So if you know the name of my school, how is that going to affect the argument? Please explain that.
Well, I might decide to do a little bit of a research for myself and go back in time through the education system and see if indeed your curriculum was similar to what we look.
Their curriculums are the same in the UK, Jin. What are you talking about? Everybody's taught the same.
Check it. I would like to check it because what I'm saying
Look,
is exactly.
he can't
what
admit that
happened
he's
to me.
wrong, and he's been proven.
I'd like to see. I'll answer your question. I will answer your question right now, Jen. I'll give you the answer.
Hang on a second.
No, I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer your question.
Make this point
I'm going to
first.
give you a precise answer to the question you want.
Let me just.
Now you don't want the answer. You don't want the answer now. Okay, all right.
Well,
I've offered you to answer the question, but now you don't want it. Okay, fine.
All right. I sent Jim to the hot mic room.
Oh yeah.
All by
Quiet
himself.
corner is sad. I don't
No,
want
I'll
to go
bring him
there.
back. I'll bring him back.
So, Jin, I'll give you the answer. If it really matters to you, right, I went to what it was known as Wyvern Comprehensive School in Hampshire, okay? So go ahead and look it up, do whatever the frick you want with it, because it makes no blind difference whatsoever.
Right, so he went to school in Hampshire. I went to school in central London. And I guarantee you, the course of let me finish, will you? The course of study and the way you study are different.
No,
Guaranteed.
no, that's bollocks.
No, absolute nonsense.
Absolute bollocks.
It is nonsense. It's the same curriculum throughout the whole
This man
UK.
is in
Jin,
Hampshire in the sticks.
I wasn't in the sticks at all. What are you talking about?
Hampshire is not central London.
It's a county, you complete twat.
You're in the sticks.
It's not a city.
Sticks, mate.
Hampshire is not a city. You know, it's not countryside. What are you talking about? It's a county. We've got cities in it.
He only wanted to know the school just so he could insult it, and you knew that.
I'm not insulting him.
Hampshire,
He's not
Jin.
insult. I do
By
not
the way,
mean that
Hampshire,
in a
Jin.
derogatory
Hampshire,
term.
Jin.
Please,
Let me
Mr.
explain something about basic geography.
Matt,
right?
just don't fucking bother. It's a waste
Hampshire is a county. There are cities
Thank you.
in that Hampshire. It's not countryside, you
It's
stupid man.
countryside. Hampshire is countryside, ladies and gentlemen.
It's got cities in it.
Countryside. It's still the countryside.
Can we just kick his twat?
It's still the countryside, okay? And just because you two are sticking
Look,
together, Paddy.
all of this is
doesn't
so
make
that
it
he
right,
can't admit that
okay?
he was wrong.
I went to school in central London, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
go ahead
Ladies and gentlemen,
look at my curriculum that I was taught between 1981 and 1986. Go ahead and look it up, Jin.
I went to school in 1970.
It doesn't matter. It was still the same curriculum. It was technical drawing. We did the same course and the same curriculum.
Ladies and gentlemen. The curriculum
Matt,
does change.
standardized education curriculum.
There's a 10-year gap there. It's changed.
Well, it's not. It's fucking tiresome
changed.
now. Look,
Never changed at that time.
Jin
trust me.
is never going to admit
I'm
when you made
proving
a
my
mistake.
point.
So it's
I've never
pointless.
made a
You
mistake.
haven't proved anything, Jin. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I've never
You
made
are.
a mistake. And
Oh, you
10
have.
year
You've been
there's
wrong
a
all
10 I
afternoon.
haven't. There's a
Fuck
10-year
it.
gap. There's a 10-year gap there, ladies and gentlemen. So you've got it.
And
wrong there
you're
as
the
well.
epitome of Dunning-Kruger, you know that. You're absolutely
you're
right on the
epitome
top of
of
that.
just an idiot, man. Okay.
Oh, hang on. I didn't insult you. No, don't start. I didn't
You just
insult you.
called me Johnny Kruger. You've insulted me by
That's not an insult.
somebody
That's
who I am not.
Dunning-Kruger is a person that exists. I didn't call you a name, so
It
don't
doesn't
start.
matter. The thing is,
So you're a fucking idiot. I can do
You're
that as well, then,
insulting-
dick.
You're insulting.
Crackpot.
You're resorting to derogatory terms. Okay. So
No,
you're going to go
hold
down
on.
there. I'll go down there.
I didn't call you a name. I just called you the epitome of Dunning-Kruger. I didn't call you any name. You started the insults. You started the
Hold on,
insults.
just for, just for a second. The thing that was interesting is that Jin stated earlier that he would go back. That was good. He would go back in time and determine the curriculum of that school before, rendering a verdict. But it seems in this very conversation, Jin disregarded his own standard and did not go back in time in that school's curriculum to find out whether or not the other party, and did not go back in time to figure out whether or not the other party was actually speaking truth or not. This is Jin. His standard is stupid.
He's already admitted there's a 10-year gap.
Jin, very quickly. I need to announce the people on YouTube. What you are listening here is Gene telling himself to shut up. That's not a
No,
rooster.
that's
Gene telling
absolutely
himself to shut
wrong,
up.
ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely wrong, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
thought it was a rooster.
I was there when it happened, Jim. You did. I was there.
Absolutely wrong,
He's
ladies
Gene
and
yelling
gentlemen.
at himself to shut up.
No, that particular incident there was them asking me to shout loud as I could, and I tried to shout as loud as I could, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody was
That's
quiet.
all.
Everybody
It
was quiet, and you
that
were
was on
telling
Gem
everybody to
Panda
shut up.
server. It was on Gem Panda server last year, I do believe.
Definitely
They
not
were
a
asking me to
rooster.
shout as loud as I could.
I
And
was
tried.
there at the time. Everybody
Yeah,
had
yeah, you
stopped
may have been
talking,
there at the time.
and
You may have been
everybody
there
had
at the time.
stopped. So let me explain. Everybody had stopped talking, and he was literally saying, "Shut up, shut up, shut up," and nobody else was talking apart from Jin, only him, and that went on for
Now,
about
there
30
might have been a-
seconds.
He was
Well, yeah, but there
arguing
might
with
have been a
himself because
time
he's
lag.
listening
There
to
might have been a
himself
lag
on the
there.
live
Yeah, I
stream.
know.
So hang on a second. Whilst you guys had stopped talking, your voices would have still been carrying on mine. Remember, I'm in Japan, right? When we're talking, and there is a time
It's
lag.
not that much of a
Your
delay.
lag is 1
It
second at
can be that
maximum,
much.
Jin.
It can be.
It wasn't
Why
about
is there
30
any?
45 seconds. It
Why
wasn't that
isn't
long.
there the same lag now?
Can be a
Then
time lag of several seconds, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
you
No,
said-
And that's what
Discord
we
does
witnessed.
not allow you
That's
to
what
have a
was
lag of
witnessed on that
several
day.
seconds, Jin.
Sorry? Sorry? What
Yeah,
did you
Jin,
say?
Discord does not allow you to have lag of several seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what happened on the day. So that's what happened on the day.
Went on for about 30 to 45 seconds, somewhere around there.
That's what
It's not that
happened
much
on
of a
the
lag.
day, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly what happened on the day. All right. I know you guys, you know, your tactics are trying to kind of like character assassinate a character, but you can't do that to me.
you do
I'm
it
But
yourself.
you could just be wrong,
Did
Jin.
yourself,
It's
yeah.
possible that you're just
I am
wrong.
not wrong, but I am not wrong. That's the thing, okay?
That's what I mean. You're the epitome of Dunning-Kruger. You demonstrated right there.
I
am
want to
not
show
wrong.
Jin
When
something.
I'm wrong, I will tell
Jin.
you I am wrong, and I will admit that I am wrong. But
No,
I'm
you
not.
won't.
I
Never.
want
You
to show
will.
you
No,
something.
you will never do that.
Doesn't
Never.
matter.
Never,
matters
ever,
Jin,
not.
I
ever.
want
We're
to
not
show you
getting any
something.
closer to the
If
globe, by the way.
everybody shut up.
Which
Jin,
is
if
why I
everybody
said at the
shut up,
very
I
beginning.
want to show you
At the
something.
very beginning.
If you can shut up,
Yeah.
I want to show you something, Jin. If you can shut up. My camera is on. Do you see me? Look how handsome I am and how awesome my
see
head
it.
is. You see me?
Yeah. Very nice. Very
Can
nice.
you? Do you think that my hat is awesome?
Yeah.
Very stylish, right? I
Very
just want to
stylish.
share my goodies with you. Look, I got a squeaky earth. It should squeak, it should sound, and it's populated by frogs. All kinds of frog family over here in the this frog is French. This is my new frog right here, hidden. And I got a little globe earth over here. Little globe earth
Okay.
right here too. But you know what I got? This is awesome. This is brought to you by C4. You have heard of C4 in the chat box. You seen him around in C4. Look, he visited me. He brought me this. This is a gift from him. A Saturn V rocket. How about that?
Oh, very nice. Yeah, beautiful. Shame it's only not going to
Look.
go anywhere. Yeah.
Beautiful Saturn V rocket. I wanted to share that with
Yeah,
everybody.
it never went. It never landed on the moon, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But go ahead.
Really cool.
Very good from the 1970s. Very
You're,
good.
you're absolutely right, Jim. The Saturn V did not land on the moon. You're absolutely right.
Still
No,
feeling
nobody's ever claimed that the Saturn V landed on the moon ever.
Well,
Neither
it
did
was
NASA.
supposed to have assisted. It was supposed to have assisted the astronauts to get to the moon, and
Yeah, the
that never
little
happened.
itty bitty thing on top is the thing that went to the moon.
Right.
None of it did. Not one part of that rocket.
Oh, so there was a rocket then. So you'd admit that part.
There was a giant firework. Yeah.
Well,
Then
look,
you
is
might
it-
know something.
Hold on. Last thing I want to show Jin. Jin, there's something that I want to
Yeah.
share with you. Very, very special that I don't share with everybody.
Go ahead.
But are you seeing my camera?
I think
I can see.
I am a superhuman,
Okay, go on.
and I tell you why. I got
Okay, Scaramanga. Scaramanga.
the third nipple. Shout out to
Yeah, you're Scaramanga. from James
Nip
Bond. Yeah,
JG.
right.
Thank you. I just wanted to share that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The fuck is going on here? Don't leave, people. Don't leave. I'm almost done. Don't leave. I want to have a smoke while we do a round of final thoughts. I gotta get out of here. I gotta take care of the dogs and eat myself and do all this stuff. Eat myself. I mean, I gotta take care of myself, so I gotta eat, and then I gotta take care of the dog. Let's do a round of final thoughts. I want to appreciate everybody on YouTube land that was here in the chat box. That's a different animal. What's going on in the YouTube chat box? Back and forth discussions and arguments, and it was fun. Always fun. I always keeping an eye on it. It was good. It was nothing off. Nothing that disagreed with the YouTube guidelines. So everything was good. That's what I appreciate. We are not in our house. We are in YouTube house, so we must follow the rules. Everybody did great today in the voice chat and in the YouTube. So thank you for helping me keeping my channel alive. Thank you very much for your helping the channel out via PayPal and Super Chat. I appreciate it. Earth is live with a $2 Super Chat just now. He said, Gene, Artemis 1, be afraid. Be very afraid. Shout out to Earth is live for the $2. If you're watching this recorded or live right now, before you leave, don't forget to leave a like. When the video is up in YouTube and on render, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts, timestamp, or whatever you want. Review the videos that I got previous. I did the one with Dimok. I did one with Gary Webenga. They were funny. And shout out to everybody on Discord for participating here. We're going to do final thoughts, beginning with, we're going to go alphabetical order. Lumaro Science.
Hey, thanks for the show today, Jose. That was fun at times when I could get a word in. Anyway, all I can say is, when I say how stupid can you be, guys, that's not a challenge. That's a question. Thanks, Jose.
Thank you very much, Blue. I appreciate it. We go with Chaik. Final thoughts.
My thoughts are that Earth is a globe because Gene can measure it to be flat. Good show. Thank you.
Thank you. Marcus Dresden final thoughts is Gene sucks. Thank you. Doofus Manfred, I apologize. I'm with my camera on. I'm going to just finish it up. I cannot share screen, but what final thoughts you got?
Yeah, no, because you have to go hit the button to get it. Yeah, that's fine. Basically, I would like, I know that was mentioned once in this show, the magic word perspective. I would like somebody who has supposedly a better understanding of perspective than everybody else. That is, the flat earthers claim to have that better understanding, to give me a better definition for perspective, because the one that I used to write a 3D renderer works, and it works beautifully. So if some of those people like Lemon or Gary or whoever want to give me a better version of perspective, or at least their version, so I can write a 3D renderer that fits their definition of perspective, I would really appreciate it. I've been waiting multiple years for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doofus. I appreciate it. Dr. Bob, if you're still there for final thoughts. Let's go with Ed Freeze. Final thoughts.
Yes, the Earth is not flat, and I want to see diets with flat water, one front view, one side view in a lab. Can you do that, flat earthers? Thank you.
Ed Freeze, was that you? Did you watch my Dimok upload? Was that you at the end?
I watched it here.
Very
pretty
nice.
good.
Thank you. Thank you. Farmer's Boy, final thoughts.
It's a bit unfortunate for poor old Jin that he's come in and made a claim, and unfortunately there are at least two people here who can shoot him down in flames straight away. He claims to be a man of integrity, but he can't admit to when you got something wrong. Technical drawing does not teach perspective. I know because I did it. Thank you very much. It has on the whole been really rather entertaining, so thank you.
Thank you so much. While one person is giving the final thoughts, please, nobody. This is the very secret moment that you just one person final thoughts and nobody interrupts while the one person speaks. You had Mike in there, Jane. Gary Waibenga, if you're there for final thoughts, go for it.
Just hit the highway leaving from work. The Earth is flat. It's noticeably flat. Feel it and know it as flat. Even the pilots, when they fly, they know it's flat. They just pretend it's curved. Pretend there's that the Earth is turning underneath them. That they have to correct for Coriolis when they don't, and they can't show any measurement for it other than somewhere in the mask. They can't actually show it. Water is level and flat when undisturbed and contained. And we all know that. You guys know it, you just don't admit it. That's it.
Can we hear a few angles or a rubber band song? You enjoy that, right?
Yeah, your field of, like he wants perspective. Your perspective starts with your field of view. Your field of view is based on your elevation over the surface to start with, and then angles from all objects in this anywhere in that field of view subtended to your eyes puts them in their proper place, at their proper size.
All right.
At
All
the
right.
proper
Thank you very
angle
much.
to them.
Thank you very much. Go watch the video that I did about angles and a bonus of a rubber band. You're gonna enjoy that. Shout out to Gene CBR1.
Tiny Captain did a much better job than you.
Gene CBR1. Final thoughts.
Yeah, again, thanks for allowing me into your server. They're brilliant. Big shout out to all the YouTubers in the chat, especially the flat earthers. Keep on battling, keep it clean. We don't have to go down in the gutter to win this. It's already a win. It's a non-debate, but they want to argue. The burden of proof lies with the Globers. Obviously, they're the ones who are claiming the Earth is a globe. Please show us proof. That'd be nice. And as the man just said, the Earth is definitely flat. And all the pilots know. What's the documentary called? Flatten the Curve. Flatten the Curve there. All professionals. They tell you the Earth is not a globe. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Shout out to Ed Freeze one more time for the last quote of the DMUG flat earth, video. Luis, final thoughts.
Yeah, today's been a bad day. I heard something horrifying. Believing in flat earth is stupid. Teaching children the earth is flat is abuse and it's absolutely shameful. I'm disgusted. I'm out.
Thank you so much. Very, very heartfelt in there. Matt, M2M, final thoughts.
Yeah, it's just something we talked about earlier on in the show, and I just want to sort of finish off with the final thought of that. When I die, when all humanity's gone, when the Earth is gone, as it will one of these days, everything's going to still exist. Everything else will just keep on working. Mother Nature will do its thing in the cosmos, as it always does. I'm not special. None of us are special, and neither is any other living creature in this earth. And I think that's freaking awesome. And that's all I've got. Thanks, Jose.
Thank you very much. Nestle Wipes, final thoughts. And Thurs, you come in late, but you got final thoughts?
Yeah, I've got a tiny final thought. When flat Earth is taught in school as part of the national curriculum, then we can say it's a thing. But till then, it's just a 40 stupid idea that people complain about on the internet,
All right. Blue Hot Mike. Thank you very much, everybody. And I really want to appreciate everybody that hung on here for there were 45 to 50 people watching most of the time after Mr. Sensible had a live show. So I appreciate you guys choosing me over him because you probably all subscribed to him. But thank you very much. I appreciate it for you, choosing this little bit of a shit show, more like a corner bar, like the corner store. Like you don't have to be well dressed or don't have to have any special qualifications. Everybody is welcome to the corner store where everything is cheap and it's more like homey, So I thank you guys for choosing my platform to come in and hang out for a few hours. As I stated yesterday, tomorrow I want to do the show, but I'm not going to be able to do it at this time. It's going to be starting around this time, maybe an hour or two later. So it's gonna be a late night show. I'm gonna be doing the food bank volunteering thing tomorrow around noon. So I'm gonna be there for a few hours, and I'll be back tomorrow with the Friday night festivities. Thank you very much, everybody. Jose JG out. Boom.
Boom.
Thank you.